5 months. And thank you, Pharaoh, for the 500 bits. I am not fucking killing anyone right now. Valor's so laggy, bro. What do you think about the Asher and Yoda nerf? The Asher nerf is brain dead in my opinion. Yoda makes sense in my opinion. But I don't think the Asher one makes sense at all. Like, I don't know who in their right mind was like, yeah, Astra's stun is like kind of too strong. I actually don't know what the fuck that was. If anything, I would have nerfed Astra's pull to not pull as long, or like the delay windup is even more, so it's worse on the post plant. Cause like I don't know, like I didn't see Astra's stun as being a problem. It's mostly like the pull. Any utility that was used in post plant to just like have the very like unique Valorant post plant style, I'm not a fan of personally. Bro, I'm dying before I even like have a chance to kill people. Oh my god, dude, that was so delayed. I love your mouse, by the way, Tens. If it legit fits my hand perfect, I'm glad you love it. Thank you, thank you. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm just gonna turn off my webcam real quick. Oh, and it crashed. Hello? Is the stream still on? Is it still on right now? I can't see my screen, by the way, chat. If it is on. Okay, yeah, my screen is fucked. It is on. Okay. I might need to hit a quick PC restart. So just give it a second. The stream won't end, by the way. Just give me a quick second. The PC will be restarting. Okay. Be right back.
There's danger. They could have got caught out, and having to use the drone now to clear out through short. Still,
you can't lose this to Nats. You can't lose this to
Nats. If Nats fucking closes this out right here.
Of a ratty player, he defined it, man. Made it pop.
Hold the plant!
Coverage.
Hold the fuck! God damn! What the fuck? What, bro? No access to the A site. No access at all.
Player standing.
Gekko's one is way. I see the way he moves hands.
Whoa.
Wait. Dude, I saw. He's not saw. It's you and me.
Oh, fuck that. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, shit. That was gonna work. It was gonna work. He gets 3? Bro.
And holding down B as well. The Outlaw getting taken out by Yudotan though, so possibly...
If Marvel Rivals will have pro play, would you be interested to join? Probably not. I haven't played a hero shooter like a high level before. And like I don't know. I think little bit annoying. My cam's full screen right now. Okay.
That's fine. I'm gonna just grab clothes.
Yeah, that's probably smarter. Hello everyone.
I'm gonna move this.
Yeah, can you move the boxes out of the way? Just so the background doesn't look crazy. Oh, that was actually annoying that the PC just like froze though.
What do you want?
Just place it like over here on the left. That works. Everyone's saying hi, Kaide.
I'm kidding. Tell them I say hi.
They can hear you.
Oh.
My mic is open.
Oh. Hey, chat. I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you guys.
What's happening? New room? I'm in Canada right now.
Aw. Look at all my children.
Yeah, I see all the
Look at all my
Kaide
children.
emotes. Thank you, Kai Marg for the tier 1. Appreciate it. Thank you, Your Thick Bread for the 4 months. Alpha's World, thank you for the 10 months as well. Xeno's Better, thank you for the Prime. Tons of fun. Thank you for the 2 months. And Watts John Cena for the 2 months as well. Okay.
Is Kaide pregnant is crazy. Hell no.
I think Insanity for the 11 months.
Fuck no.
Can you get me a bottle of water? Like
Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
Thank you. Why is your setup different? I'm visiting Canada right now. That's why different. Well, Timit. The Thinking Monk for the Prime. Valorant keeps crashing for me and my friends, so it's not the PC, it's the game. Yeah, could be that. Oh wait, I wonder if game capture is broken right now. I do game capture instead of
Did you tell Chad I got tattoos?
Pardon?
Did you tell Chad I got tattoos?
Oh yeah, chat. Kaide did get tattoos.
Well,
Do you wanna show it?
I'm getting more in July.
In July.
Yeah.
Do you want to show them?
No, not yet.
No. Okay. She got 2 tattoos.
I'm gonna get 6 in New York. I'm excited. Wait, you should show them the artist real quick.
When's yours? I'm not a tattoo person personally. That's the artist that you're gonna get your tattoos.
Yes.
Yeah. Here, I'll just full screen it. Oh my god, the glare is insane.
Holy fuck.
The glare is horrible.
Okay, well.
Oh, dude, my hair is fucked.
Her voice sounds rough. Okay, I just woke up from a nap. Please leave me alone.
Chat, no, she's lying. It's the Valorant that gets to her, and it's the deep voice, the deep sleepy voice. The Valorant, it's the Valorant plague.
Valorant plague.
Thank you, Anix for the 7 months. Appreciate it. And thank you, Young Lucifer. Thank you for 3 months. Thank you, Monk, also for the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. It's a Valo accent. Yeah, it is. Yeah, dude, my ping here not optimal, not optimal at all.
I have to play
Yeah, you have to put on that.
a tournament game.
Yeah.
If they force Illy, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yep.
what the hell is that ping?
Welcome to my life.
What the helly? Dude,
I
I remember.
I was playing this shit for 2 years.
I know. I remember. You used to
I would
get so pissed off.
Well, yeah.
You'd be like, Kaide, I just had to play against like single digit ping and I'm on 60. I'm lagging.
Yeah. Bro, if you actually add like because they had like two ping. If you added like 5 players, it was like okay, 5 players, 2 ping. That's 10 ping all added together. If you times that by 5, it's still not as much as ping as what I have personally. It's fucking crazy. Thank you, Zach Davis. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you, young Lucifer, also for the gifted. Thank you, Bootsy. Thank you for the 3 months. Thank you, Fong, for the tier 1. Oh my God, Lucifer. Thank you for the 5 gifted as well. Thank you, Killaboo. Thank you for the 46. Oh my God, wait. Is that actually an EG player? I wonder. Level 644? Maybe it is. Thank you, Enza, for the 6 months. Chat, unironically, I might cheer for EG today. I feel like It would be such a banger match if they're able to upset G2. Cause I
No!
what? No, I like okay. I love Nathan. I will say.
That's our friend.
I know.
Fake as
But
fuck.
no, but I'm saying for like narrative sake and for
What?
viewership
You're fake.
because I think it's gonna be a 2-0.
You're fake.
I think it's gonna be a 2-0.
You're fake.
I think it's gonna be a 2-0.
Wait,
And
you're fake as fuck.
bro, I'm literally gonna fall asleep if it's a 2-0.
Wait, you're a dickhead.
Bro, tell me everyone in chat right now. If G2 just pull off 13-4, 13-5, won't you just be like asleep the whole time? Or am I wrong?
No.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah, let's go Nathan. Toronto, woohoo.
Bruh. Bro, everyone in chat will fall asleep simultaneously.
Who
I think you tricked me
cares?
for the 3 months. Oh my god.
Wait, chat, if you were personally friends with someone on that team, wouldn't you want it to be a shit stomp?
Well, okay. Me individually as a human, yes. But me for watch party sake and for an entertaining match that isn't boring, that's why I'm just saying like the match would be way more interesting.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, see?
But like, that's our friend.
Yeah, I know.
As your friend, I have to pray on your downfall. I can't lie.
What?
What?
I think you young Lucifer for the another 5 gifted
What the
feature.
hell am I reading?
What happened?
As your friend, I have to pray on your downfall. I can't lie.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Tens wants to see the world burn. I mean, that's actually kind of fire. Dude. I actually just need to play. I need to like listen to Highest in the Room on repeat while I'm playing in Canada. Like at all times, just 24-hour remix.
Wait. You have some psychos in your chat.
Perfect.
What the fuck is this?
Bro.
What the hell?
We need a G2 detox.
No.
Oh my god, someone shot the clone. I killed the wrong person. How much does your PC cost, my go? My PC at home is pretty good. This PC here in Canada is I would probably estimate it at like around like 3 grand. Like 3 to 4 grand. My PC at home's like maybe 6 or 5. I don't know. This one's pretty good. This one has a 4080. It has like a one of the newest Intel CPUs. CAD, if it was USD, I think it would be 5 for the one at home. This one, I think, fuck, I don't know. Bro, I don't even get a chance to shoot people. This is so fucked up.
It's you and me.
3 grand for a 48 is a joke, no? Wait, did I overshoot it? This is the worst TDM map. I actually agree. This TDM map is straight fucking balls. Doo-doo-doo. I'm telling you right now, I actually don't have a chance to kill people right now. I actually have 0 chance. Nope. Mm-mm-mm. What happened to your aim boss? My My fucking internet is not helping me with the aim. I still like hold this statement like very true to myself, but I believe that Valorant is the most ping decided game of like all time. Like I can play Overwatch fine with like 90 ms and it's completely fine. And unless I'm playing like Widow v Widow battles, then ping is decided like really heavy, but it doesn't feel bad at all. But I feel like Fortnite, I don't play Fortnite. I mean I can see the Fortnite with like builds and shits cuz there would be desync and stuff, but I do think the fights are a lot more extended. Normally the longer an extended fight is, the easier time you have with like higher ms, and then the lower time to kill feels a lot worse with higher ms. So that's why like I mean CS:GO actually felt okay with high ms. I think CS2 feels fucking awful with high ms because the sprays already in the game don't feel great compared to Go, but in 2 it didn't feel good at all. I know for a fact if I flew back to LA for like right away to play the AT&T Cup yesterday for the CS, I would have fried at least like 2 times harder than what I was doing. Why not play Oregon? No one plays Oregon. Oregon dead server, Cali dead server, Texas becoming dead server, Chicago probably the new main server. All servers are coming dead right now? Yeah. The unfortunate truth. I was actually having a really good time in Japan. But also, I won't lie. I will say playing Japan servers and just playing like APAC in general is a lot more like vibey. But then also the vibes are a lot higher when I get to play a server and I have 3 ping and I literally become Thanos. That shit's way too funny to me. It actually because it's so funny to me how if you have single digit ping, you actually become like God. It is impossible to like not kill people, and people just can't kill you no matter what. And you can let go of your keyboard and just like murder like 4 players.
So like they made moves fast, but I guess the org is like applying a lot of pressure, so they had to make changes. Wait, is that Cortizia talking to his family right now?
Tantas vezes em desistir e tanta gente me ajudou, então é só o primeiro passo. A gente ainda quer ganhar o VCT Américas, não é só a classificação que a gente quer. E a gente vai por isso. Muito obrigado, gente.
Um,
Pouca gente, pouca pessoa sabe do que eu venho passando esse ano, em questão do meu pessoal, em questão da minha família. Então, com certeza essa vitória foi pra você, pai e mãe. Foi pra
damn.
você.
Cara, filho, e aquilo que nós combinamos lá atrás quando começou, primeiro o melhor da rua, depois melhor do bairro, depois melhor da cidade, melhor do estado, melhor
Wow.
do país e melhor do mundo.
Oh my god, that is awesome. I got chills. I actually got chills, bro. That's powerful message. That was a powerful message by his dad, bro. That was a very powerful message, man.
You know, I mean, that's the game, right?
That's-
it's all the
that was
emotions, all
sick.
in the moment. Mimi, what an incredible, powerful moment.
I think it has to be especially special for Artson, who's been through the lowest lows of this MIBR team, being on the roster last year when just nothing was clicking for them. Now this year, Fraud trusting him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think it's a shocker. Like, I think it's a big shocker. I don't think anyone would have anticipated this. I thought you guys were just gonna stick through if I was to guess. Like, keep practicing on the off season and see. So it's pretty surprising, but
Yeah,
I
caught
mean-
me by surprise. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is what it is. Maybe it works out better for everyone. Usually, like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the player that gets let go usually bounces back stronger. Like, I feel like that's what I anticipate to happen for you. I guess it's just a matter of like how things work out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week you got to talk to the family a little
Agree
bit
with that.
after the match. What's it like knowing that they're watching from so far away? What they have to say?
It's pretty good. Know my family trusts me and always cheering for me. I'm really glad about this.
And what kind of things are they saying when you talk to them after the match?
Honestly, they say, "How strong am I?" And they like, yeah, they say inspiration stuff, like family stuff. But yeah, I'm so blessed to have them cheering for me and my team. So basically, we're gonna do our best for them.
Awesome. How you feeling about the match today? Feeling good?
I'm feeling pretty good.
All right. Kill it, guys.
Nice.
MIBR is all smiles coming into today. But
Ciao, what do you guys think about the Demon 1 stuff?
Because they're facing the Sentinels, a team that, well, they did what no one else was able to do in America. As they took down G2, sent those boys down to the lower bracket, and my oh my, dude, that was a little bit of a hairy game there for a moment there, fellas. Because I mean, Ender, it almost slipped away from them at the final moment.
Yeah, this is a crazy one, right? Sentinels lose map 1, map 2 is down to the wire, 2 rounds
Give my
separating.
boy a
Sentinels get
chance,
out to an
damn.
It's like a
insane
10-2 start or something like that.
Yeah, they win the pistol, then G2 force, and on Ascent, G2 almost come
Was there a
all the way
loss? They didn't really
back
think
before
about it.
Sentinels lock in on rounds 23 and 24, and you can see
They
how much
should've
it
given
meant
him
to
more
them
time.
to send G2 packing.
Yeah, I mean, I was there as a fan watching Jordan play, and at the end, he was the guy who made the play. I was so happy for him. It was great.
It really, it's incredible how this team is constantly able to dig deep, even in those moments where you
It's
think
so
that they might
hard
be out of this one
to-
here.
Wait,
But
is
Mimi,
my
I mean,
mic
that
on?
puts
Oh my
the
God.
Sentinels lineup
I can
on
hear
the
you,
pathway
yeah.
to Toronto, a massive
Oopsie.
achievement for them.
Don't worry,
and they
I have
win
your
the
stream
match.
open anyways. I'm gonna stay to your
They
bitch.
did.
You might as well talk in here. Just talk in here.
I think is the big thing. It's
I just realized.
I'm here
a lot of
to
questions
I
of
just
this
realized my
team being in the group that didn't have G2, didn't have you guys on scene on, that a lot of people were calling weaker, and they've come out swinging in the playoffs. They're yet
I
to
got
win the
recommended
series
3
thus far,
YouTube clips
and not just
and 2
fighting for
tweets of
redemption at Toronto, but
Tarek
also to try
calling
and
out and
win
banning
a
me.
trophy here in
Father
America, since
McSqueezy,
they
what the
failed
fuck have
to
you been
do
up to,
at
brother?
kickoff.
They're hitting their stride right now, and it's quite
Brother
scary.
Squeezy,
Can
what
they
have
get
you
to the
been
finish
going
line,
through
though?
over there,
Let's
man?
actually go ahead and hear what Zelsis had to say, as he also caught up with Riv earlier on about today's matchup.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's fucking hard.
Zelsis, I want to talk about the
Let's hear
match
Zelsis.
last week against G2 when it became more and
I
more
wish I
difficult
could
to close
give
out the
better
game.
words
What
of-
was going through the
hold on.
minds of your teammates, of you?
I'm just blessed to be able to compete with.
Look at Zelsis, kind of looking fucking dapper.
The organization of Sentinels that we have.
Oh my
And,
God.
Yeah, that's it.
If there was anything in that game that you could pinpoint that you
Damn, like a
the team
unit.
found out about themselves, would you be able to like nail one thing?
Well, when the match gets hard, we go harder. So.
All right. Good luck today in the match.
The fuck is he talking about, bro? Is that an ick or
In the
nah?
event that Icebox makes it through the vetoes today, Sentinels are going to have to lock in to take down MIBR. And I want to talk to you a little bit about their comp, because Zekin is playing the Omen, which is not something we've seen a lot of other teams
He's looking
do it now. Last
like a
week, I
unit
showed you some
though.
rounds and showed you sort of the power of using the Omen smokes to block off Killjoy turrets, to open up some lurk ideas, or even in their default over towards A to block off a lot of the more forward sight lines that you can see. But I want to show you
Does
the B
EG
site right now, because
replace
Sentinels
IC?
do things
Question
a little bit
one.
more uniquely, almost using this Omen like a hybrid of a Jet and the Harbor. The first thing they do is throw this
Question
smoke
two,
over on front.
do they
B.
get
Now, this is
fluorescent
really
or
annoying
Demon
for
1?
a lot of different reasons. First of all,
Is there a
Viper
world?
is usually a
Nah, I guess it ends
boosted
at question
on
1. They
top
might
of
not
that,
replace,
which
bro.
This smoke
EG's
tries
like
to break, removing those deep sight lines that can hold that space.
Kinda
It sort
popping
of
off, man.
forces you as a solo player. If you're going to anchor this on your own for G2, you kind of got to be what Jonah P is doing.
stage. Open to offers from teams who are interested in an assistant coach analyst to supplement their staff. Second half of the season, please reach out. I'm also facing the solemn reality that this may be my last major esports opportunity. In the event that this is the outcome, I would like to thank those who have supported me over the past 5 years. I truly believe that everyone along the way has impacted my growth, whether that be in coaching. To my family, friends, players, coaches, team manager, staff, and fans, you've all played a part in the success. Overall, great experience. Honestly, it's a very strong statement, I would say. I am worried that there's a chance, based off of the results, that he won't be coaching a tier 1 team following this, but I think there's a chance for him to redeem himself through a tier 2 team. That's my guess, because the scene is just too competitive. Yeah, damn. Honestly, that was a good statement. I'm not gonna lie.
Come on, real time. Well, guys, some more players here you got to focus on here. One of those individuals in particular, Bang, right? Because this guy
Was it even a coaching issue?
Against G2 multiple times.
I'm not gonna lie. When things are going wrong on a team, well, the thing is, there's always multiple issues for sure. But I guess you have to figure out what's the biggest issue, because you can't fix all the issues at once. So I think trying to understand, like when you're making changes, at least.
Who you got today?
Well, obviously for the first game, you already know.
Sen 2-0, G2 2-0. That's what I got.
You got Sen 2-0 and who 2-0? G2 2-0?
Yeah.
You think EG have a chance?
No.
Surely,
G,
bro.
they shouldn't be in franchising. I don't really give a fuck about them. Take their spot away. I can't wait till they're gone from franchising.
Okay, bro. What do we say about burning bridges, man? We gotta keep those
I
bridges.
burned all of them today. I burned all of them today.
Bro, honestly, we need to get you off stream.
Yeah, there's no filter right now.
Oh my god.
Like this guy gets himself in good position so consistently.
When I said the
What is it?
Hold on, the MIBR one versus Sen, I think it's Sentinel's game to lose, and like MIBR's to win. Like if MIBR like come out here and prove that they're them, like they want to be here, like they're gonna beat them. And if Sentinels like come out here and like they keep doing what they've been doing like all last year and this year, and just like proving them they're still the top team, they'll just take this as a normal game and win 2-0.
Who do you think has more pressure?
I think Sen, obviously. I think any team that is, like has like the higher expectation is always the one that's like you know, pressured.
Yeah. I would say he leans in our direction a little bit.
I don't think he's too far off the goop just because EG's playing hot right now.
These guys were finalists. They lost a series. Like,
playing hot right now.
2 rounds.
You saying we got Jogamo, Aspas, El Diablo, Zakin in the
Wait,
finals?
what are you gonna say? Your mic cut out.
Yeah, I would say I agree. Like I think it's leaning in Sentinel's direction.
Yeah, for sure.
Just everything they've gone through from Bangkok to kickoff to now.
I think he was given a bad hand decently with it. I still think on paper the NRG team was good.
What I think is interesting though is you can also say the same thing about MIBR on the other side, right? A team that's really gone through a bit of a journey, rediscovering themselves, needing to find.
This is a good point. Unfortunately, due to differences of opinion on the future of the team, it's been decided that we part ways.
They have not that big loss yet. I think they need to have the big loss. Maybe this is it, and then but this wouldn't be a big loss because they've still made Toronto. You know? Yeah. Like I think they need that big loss. And Sentinels already have that.
I said that the past 5 iterations. Am I just a delusional NRG fanboy?
I always like to call it like the new car smell. You know what I mean?
Call Finesse. He's welcome to join. I just don't want to. If he's doing a watch party already, I don't want to, you know. But I'm happy to have him though.
Your car was exquisite when we went in there.
Your car is broken now.
Real talk though. Do we subscribe to this that MIBR yet to face that hardship? Sentinels could be the one to deliver that here today.
That's just true. And
What the fuck?
They beat G2. I also think this is something you were talking about. The map pool could be pretty good for Sen. They share a lot of similar maps. If we get a Haven in the
He needs a mental coach. Bro is playing like he's the first guy to fight the gorilla. That analogy is hilarious because I get what he's saying. Like sometimes it feels that way, man. Like the pressure. That's actually a hilarious analogy. I'm not gonna lie. That deserves an upvote.
So 4 teams are going to be fighting to make it to Sunday's grand final. You got MIBR and Sentinels, Evil Geniuses going up against G2. Day 5 of the VCT Americas playoffs starts right now.
What I would ask FNS if I got him onto a call, eventually I'm sure we will, is if he like regret the decision of telling his team that it would be his last year, and if he thinks that maybe it would have been better if he kept it to himself. Because I wonder if subconsciously it made a difference, you know?
When you're on the grand final stage, they're gonna remember you for what you did that day. Those 5 maps that you played, that's gonna be where everybody's gonna be like, damn, I saw that clip on Twitter, I saw that clip on YouTube, I saw that on VCT. And
Chat tweet? I can't look right now.
Good for it.
I'll look after rather.
winning Americas is one of the steps that you need in order to showcase how great, like, truly you
Alright,
are.
I'll pull
and
it
all
up
the
right
work
now.
that both yourself and team have put in. You're a force to be reckoned with, basically.
What is this about?
What's up, baby?
I want to
Oh,
land already,
fuck.
but I want to win with this team. There's something special about winning.
Nah, we
with
can't pull
them.
that up right now.
They are all new players.
Nah, people are just throwing shit right now. I'm not gonna lie.
There's definitely not a lot of room for error if you want to be the best team in Americas. Teams like Sen, we definitely show the best versions of ourselves in the
Like,
highest
I'm not
version
gonna lie. In my honest opinion, it's the worst thing to tweet because you're just making yourself
Whenever the finals hit,
look like someone who airs out dirty laundry, and it gives you a bad rep for what impressions.
I know what
That's
we're
what I
capable
think.
of as a team.
Just bad. It gives yourself a bad rep for impressions. It's not worth it. Like professionally, I think it's just like not smart to do that. Don't talk about it. You'll get caught in the crossfire. I mean, it's not a big deal.
And it just makes me want to be better at the game, not being stuck at the same place.
We're talking about a chat tweet.
Finals are the games where everyone's watching, so if you make a cool play or do something huge for your team, everyone's going to remember it. Definitely a huge opportunity to be remembered for being great.
That clutch was nice.
I want to be remembered as like someone who did some great things. I think it would be nice to reprove myself again.
there has to be a superstar. There has to be an X factor in the team, willing to make those big plays or make sure the team is on point, or the X factor that's willing to just call what needs to be said. That'll show you why people win champions.
Just by having my presence there in the team during the game, I know that my teammates they are more confident because if
Damn.
something is going wrong,
He knows
they
he has
can have it in
aura.
the back of their heads. It's okay, he's there. I have Aspas on my team.
Damn! Nah. Come on. He knows he's him, bro. Nah, he actually, like, he said that? Come on. That's Loki aura.
Riot Games Arena, it's time for our first match of
That
the
is
day.
crazy. That is insane confidence, dude. That is insane confidence. You need to know.
And MIBR has something that no one else has. They got an Aspas. You heard that video, them talking about what that guy brings to the table. But really, Mimi, the sum of all of their parts here makes this a scary squad.
This was America's last worst team in 2024. They signed Valorant's best player. They've had a meteoric turnaround. Top 3 in kickoff, and now a chance for the best finish for the organization. Their first grand finals in the partnership era.
And they're also doing it, signing 3 players that hadn't played on the VCT stage before either. It's really a combination of the old, tried and true, and the new that's clicked perfectly.
Yeah, that's right. MIBR truly have found something special.
And now, let's bring out their opponents for this matchup. Make some noise for Sentinels!
Sentinels!
All right, and the Sentinels, obviously the fan favorite coming into this one, Amy, but, you know, I think it's safe to say, like, no matter how it shakes out, this is going to be a tough battle, and Sentinels know that coming into this.
Yeah.
Wait, do I stand for the match chat? I don't know. Okay, I'll stand if we start losing. What do we think?
Everyone pumping
It
up.
kind of worked
Pumping up is
last
the
time,
biggest
but that was
thing
like
for
during a
them.
comeback.
And you know, Sentinels, they've got one guy.
Maybe we
that no
sit
one
and then we
else in the
stand for the
world
comeback. We stand for the comeback if we start
It's
losing.
Hubert, the 6th man.
Because if you think about it, it's a power,
You know,
really.
we got the preview of the 1v1 matchup. Sakura, MIBR's cute little puppy, but Hubert, this guy is red in the face.
Someone said
He's
no standing
angry.
saving
He
for
has to
Toronto.
win, Mimi.
I'm not, the dog eats the cube. I will not lie.
The dog does eat the cube. At the very least, it turns into a true toy. But that being said, though, very much looking forward to this one, Mimi.
Amy, you were talking about this asking Sen to ban Icebox. They've done that, and now they get both Split and Haven in the pool. Those last 2 maps to me feel like gimmies for Sentinels.
I think this is perfect for Sentinels. Lotus might be a toss-up, but they need to play Vice, I think. They need to go back to the Vice. They go back to the Vice, and they can deal with the Neon. And then it'll be a 2-0. If not, 2-1 Sen.
What have you thought about MIBR's Neon comp on this map? They've changed to it, won twice since pulling that off. Is it going to be tough for Sen to play into?
It will be if they don't play the Vice, I think. If they go no Sentinel, I think they're going to have trouble.
Yeah, because Sen had previously been playing the double smokes with a Viper in the mix, and you're asking for the Viper to turn into a Vice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously really looking to shut down that explosive
1, 2, 3, fuck me!
That you could potentially be seeing on the opposite side of the field there. We'll see, of course, what we end up getting as far as agents go. I am curious if anyone's going to try and throw out something different to try and throw someone off the center.
Chad, this is actually a very important match for seeding. If you get the #1 seed going into Toronto, you skip Swiss stage, which is a huge advantage.
And have a hell of a chance to win the Americas title heading into a Masters here in North America.
One step closer to winning
Saibao?
a trophy. A big
Is that how you
thing
say it,
for all
Saibao?
these
I just found out
players
about
here
Saibao the
now.
other day.
Agents are gonna be
People
coming
kept
up, and
saying it
we'll
to
see
me. I
what we
thought it
end
was
up
like
getting out of
fucking
this
like
one.
a good
I'm really
thing.
curious, Ender. Like, there's so many directions we could end up seeing.
Yeah, and we've got some time as the agents slowly roll out. Honestly, Sentinels, we haven't seen them play this map in almost a month. Last time they played it was up against Loud. That was a map they lost 13-11, where, again, we were talking about the Viper coming in for them. Zelsis was on that, so he's the guy to wait and see what he eventually goes for. But Osboss is just going to be max chilling until we get there.
Yeah, he's got a long time to wait that one out there. Oh, man. Obviously, there were some changes to Teo. Not in this patch.
Well, I didn't see the Teo changes. I have to actually look at this, though. But apparently they broke him, right? Is Teo done for?
Check back behind the barn. You might find Teo.
He's dead? Oh, my God.
After today.
Thanks to me. What the fuck did I do? I wanted the
We'll see
umbrella.
what continues to get locked down here. But yeah, I mean, you know,
kinda-
and I think
I don't know how bad it is, but
if you see it, you're like, I don't
someone
know,
said
Sentinels,
Trent
this
is
might
shivering.
Not be the plan. I know you mentioned not having
Wait,
lights
can we
and
get
everything
a can we get a
I
check in
just
on
wanna see the
Trent
Viper, 'cause I
to
think
see how he's
Neon
holding up with the
really
Teo
took
changes?
apart the no Sentinel.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping they change.
Check Trent's tweet.
Do you
Did he
think
tweet?
Sen's gonna lock into the Neon on Zekken again? Because MIBR is also playing a no Senti comp.
He might go Yoru. Ooh.
He put in his McDonald's application.
Good either way then if they take it to the fight,
I would
or
rather.
if it is
It's
a no
over,
Senti comp
chat.
still from IBR, which it is looking like early days.
I would rather see the Neon on Zekken, but there's a
That is
well he
good.
goes Yoru.
I mean, I think if you're looking for like opening round fights, the Neon is clearing the Yor in terms of that, in terms of actually like execing onto a side on the attacking side. But if you want to play that slow style game, the Yoru is super effective. At,
Just depends on what they want to shoot for.
I was
right?
saying
Like,
they
do
should make it so
wanna
the
meet
rockets
that
are like
speed for speed,
projectile
or
where
do
you have
they
to
want
actually line it up.
Play a little bit more of a
And then
control
also
game, right?
probably
That's what
make it
sounds
so
like to
that
me.
there's
Like, the
one less
differences
boom
that they
maybe? I
have
don't
as
know.
far as the options goes.
Chrome on
I think we've
screen.
got the
Where?
big pick we're waiting for coming up next. Moment of truth, what Zelsis is going to be rocking here. So far it's been boring. Everyone's playing the agents that we're expecting them to, but
The left side? Oh,
this next
shit.
one will not be the
Where's
thing
that coming
we're-
from?
Okay, so share your thoughts. Share your thoughts, Timmy. You see the Viper.
I think Aspas will just get to run it down whenever he wants.
Whose Chrome is that?
I think Sentinels will have to lean on their retakes a lot because if they want a site, they're going to take it. And I know on the defense side, Zelsis will play towards A a lot on his own, which I don't really like. So if they continue to do that, I do think I might be favored here.
Yeah, how are we feeling, guys? Do you think same thing here as far as not seeing that Viper goes, or seeing that Viper rather pop up here?
Yeah, Emmy sold me on this.
Yeah, it is interesting because it is a straight up mirror
What is that
match
doing
here
there?
between the two
I'm so
double
confused.
controller, no Senti, Neon compositions on both of our teams, which means I think a lot of this game is going to come down to, it's not a mirror. He is pivoting to that Yoru. Okay.
Good call.
But similar idea where it's going to come down to a lot of like C retake ideas in these late rounds that are going to have to be really drilled,
I know
especially
why.
for Sen.
I know
this
why,
is just the
sorry.
G2 ripoff
I got
comp
it.
going for the Yoru,
That's what it
right?
was.
Which
Okay.
slows down your tempo a lot. In some
Bro,
ways,
I
sort of
have,
like the
bro,
early
my
round
setup
ideas
over
that
here
gives
is
you a
crazy,
stronger
bro.
hopper if you wanna
I got
take
like
it forward
6
line.
PC stream set up, dude. Okay? It's not as simple, bro. It's just not as simple. We got layers to this shit, bro. I got one PC dedicated to my Spotify. Like, it's an operation, dude. I'm basically running my own production team over here.
Beat out the Neon comp on say a Rebel fight. So I think MIBR is going to be able to take that early space as much as they want with this comp.
Yeah, I think that's why they've gone to the Yoru. I think they're going to let them take the space.
You're dragging it? I wish I could drag you.
They're going to let them do what they want and
what?
slow the game right down.
Yeah, the way G2 usually plays that is like, you know, you'll step forward to take maybe
Nah, that
a
was
fight
weird.
just on the
If I can
Yoru,
take
but
that
very
comment
quickly
back, I would.
teleport out after taking
But I already
a shot
said
or
it,
two,
so.
And just like keep moving back the lines of scrimmage. You're not trying to have this decisive.
Why are you
fight
guys
at the start
question
of the round.
marking?
You're trying to
Like,
slowly whittle them away.
you wouldn't
and
like
bait them
it.
in you.
All right, well, let's see how this all shakes out, folks. It's now
Let's
time
focus
to
up
start
here.
our first match of the day, and let's send it over to your casters for this
Guys,
one. You
stop
got
question
two
marking. You're
best
making me
on the mic.
nervous.
It's Uber
Stop
and
question marking. You're making me nervous.
Thank you very much, Golden Boy. Great to be here in the Riot Games Arena. This one is bound to be a banger. Aspas has taken, historically, the worst team in
Tarek has
Brazil
more PCs than ours streamed this week. You think you're fucking funny?
Them into a true contender with
Funny
their
you
best
think
finish
you are, huh?
already on the docket.
We got a fucking funny guy in this
Undefeated run
chat.
in maps through playoffs so far, and they're going up against the team that just handed G2 their first loss of the season.
The team that looked unbeatable.
What have you been doing
They
for
were
20
able to
hours, by the
stop
way?
The only team that could stop them.
I played Valve for 12 hours, I think. And then like when the queues were like kind of dead, after like Marvel Rival for like 3 hours, and then I started watch partying the...
Wait, what did you do for 3 hours?
And so far, the two prior outings
I played Marvel Rival.
Oh, Marvel
for 3
Rival,
hours. Yeah. And then I started watching the Chinese League game, EDG versus Billy Billy, and then EMEA and all this.
Man, those motherfuckers got you motivated, huh?
Oh, absolutely, man.
Dude, you played 12 hours ranked the day after. Immediately 20-hour stream.
Some toggling of the door.
Yeah,
It's
hey.
actually pulling the B
Everyone
defenders
chill, bro.
away somewhat. And there's a gate crash there ready for an overload onto the middle of the map, but that expires. Zekken has
You guys
other
need
ideas.
to get a little bit of
Just
respect.
going to wander all the way into tree.
Sorry, I'm
Actually
trying to
have a
fix
gate
it.
crash to get out. All of the utility expended from MIBR, who are inclined to re-clear or fight towards rubble if the Sentinels team had been there, but they're not. They're getting this B site entirely for free.
Oh my God, we're
Zekken's the
live.
bait. He hasn't done anything but mill around tree for the time being. And so
95
MIBR
post?
going to check rubble, trying to clear this. They know there's a player in the vicinity, but they don't know if Zekken TP'd out with gate crash or not. Now they know, of course, it's a plant towards the B side, and Zelsis is ready to take
Paranoia.
contact. Paranoia actually ended up hitting onto the drone, and
One more.
Zelsis emerges. First blood.
Fucking Verno doesn't miss.
Verno knows something's afoot here over in that corner.
NRG created a monster, dude.
Had to inflict that. He was not ready on the line.
And sent him our way.
John pops up for one here on this B side of the map now.
Wow.
So MIBR
What a kill.
Up to the
Zelsis! What the fuck was that?
They're both very low. Less than 50 points of health combined. They're going to go for it off a timing.
That's that Sentinel classic right there.
Ready for the pistol.
I love the way that
This
Sentinels
is map, bro. This is
played
Bang's map.
around rubble with multiple
he fries
players
in this map, bro.
using Zelsis,
Ah, damn.
including Zelsis himself, to actually reposition towards the site. Put all of those MIBR players that had prior ran through Baby Door into rubble in the mid-round in an uncomfortable spot when they had to retake back into B. Great positional play overall. And Bang already starting.
Forget Bang's
hot
map.
in
This is
game.
just Bang's
Coming into
team.
this series, he's
What do you mean?
actually the highest rated average ACS player of anyone on Sentinels in the playoffs so far. He's really been showing out.
No. Oh, okay.
Last time these two teams played, it was in
My mic is ass
the
today?
lower
No, it's
bracket final
not.
where Sentinels
Is
knocked
it?
MIBR out of contention for Bangkok, and where Zelsis was that match MVP with
fine.
an unbelievable performance.
I'll get one guy very easily, so don't do that,
Rarely ever
please.
seen from him.
I will ignore you.
Let's see what today pans out to be. It's a slow drift in that seaside direction, and a very passive hold for Shenum on that site.
And Zekken will be happy to absorb any aggression that
So,
could come
you
from
think about a lot of the
MIBR if they
goats of
opt
this
to push
game.
into spawn. Can try and just get that one and instantly teleport
And
to
like,
the rest of the squad.
like
hit
me,
CT together
Demon
as
One,
a
Yay,
unit.
etc. And like how
Shenum's inching forward
high
now.
our highs were,
Control utility was
and then
exchanged
like
at
how
C. Sam
quickly
flying the
you
walk up a
look
second,
back
has been very
to
patient here
see
at A.
how far we've fallen. And the
Trying to draw
problem
everything he can
with
out
what's
of this part of the
happened
map. He's got
is that our highs were so high that our lows look even worse. So it's not even that we're playing poorly.
It wasn't even second.
Actually, I
Yeah.
mean, he took the ball
It wasn't even that like we're
It's
playing
accidental.
poorly. It was just that we fucking peaked so heavily that
Still,
it's like
I'd be so confused.
easy to
like,
be
wait,
critical
what,
of us.
What the hell? How
And
is he
second,
alive, man?
he doesn't get out with the Bulldog.
You know?
He doesn't get out with the Bulldog. He ends up walking away with the Stinger and doesn't exchange. So Verno's been able to snap that up. But outside of that, there's really not much
No,
to
but
be
you
done
guys get
here
what I'm
for
saying or
MIBR.
nah?
It's Aspas and Verno. Once again, the last two alive. And Aspas has a little bit of history with Sen on this very map.
I mean, yeah, last year was when Ospas dropped a kill record of 47 for 19 deaths on Sen playing Lotus. One of the craziest individual
Player
maps
standing.
of all time. Verno had an opportunity to maybe get some damage done with that recovered Bulldog, but Zekken on the angle, easy spray down. Collects a third, getting close to the dimensional drift. That is always a pivotal aspect of the game to keep your eye on when a team has Yoru. We have seen throughout all of 2025
What's
how
happening in this
valuable
chat,
that
bro?
ultimate is.
You guys are quite active
Pretty
today.
close. Yeah, somehow it's... Yeah, I guess, yeah, Zelsis swung out for a trade and ends up being the one to get eaten up there.
That's also why Zekken is just so enthusiastic to continue taking fights, get a couple kills, get that ult.
Mr. Mango is back, as he should be.
Normally it's
All right,
just a
bonus.
Viper lurking that A side, but the fact that Yoru can join up and actually add an extra player worth of threat to that otherwise weak side of the map has been confusing
the A
MIBR
fight.
a bit. Into the rifle.
No! MIBR ready to fight towards A
Wow.
if necessary. It's just going to be bang.
It works! It works perfectly!
Intuition!
Damn, what the fuck?
Bangs off to an
That
absolute
works so well.
roaring start here.
think
There's no
that,
more
yeah.
resistance
The
left
flash was
and
great.
A for MIBR.
Yeah, it was a
They
breach
get rifles
flash,
in
yeah?
their hands and instantly
Yeah, yeah.
2 of them stripped.
Wow.
This round is as good as done.
It might be
Those
a
are upgraded
save.
rifles recovered as well by
Should be a save,
Sentinels.
honestly.
Yeah.
What a bonus.
Yeah, that's the
It's
round
just
one
done.
right there in
Time
the
to
first
save
2
for
seconds.
MIBR.
Well, rotate
Bonus
is like
round
20
won
fucking seconds as well.
immediately. Just
Yeah,
by bang,
that's so
all
hard. It's
alone.
like just not even worth it.
Has been
In
such
this meta
a star
especially.
for Sentinels.
And it looks like MIBR had an idea with
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
the
Zekken's on a new
guidance cell
crosshair.
where they set over towards
Look.
that A side that Bang wouldn't be as far forward as he
He heard
was.
me.
That's another rifle down.
Who was that?
Oh, Bruno, yeah, he's just
How
caught
did he-
in
wait,
an awkward
that was-
transitional
I'm surprised he
moment
got that. I
where
thought Bruno
he's
would have him.
hoping, you know, seconds prior to that fight with Zekken, oh, maybe someone will overextend and I can find a kill. But is punished for it when he's
Wait,
trying to
I'm not
exit.
allowed
2
to- let me
rifles
see.
to be saved from MIBR. That's it. And another upgrade for one of the players with a Bulldog is just sitting there on the ground.
What a dream bonus round here for Sentinels. 3-0 here on this attack side.
Or not.
Another
Very
gun
good.
drop shit of
Two.
Wait, they got another kill, nice.
Fully upgraded to
Nice.
5 Vandals, not 1 player long. Look at the money!
Did you, Dax?
But it also starts with this from Bang.
I think I'll be able to
Santa
run them
teleport
because I have
across
it
into
here.
Salvo.
Thank you, though.
That flash from Sean fully
I'm
connects
watching the
the
game,
bomb
bro.
to
What do you want me to
Cortez. He
do?
couldn't
The round was
see
over
a
in the
damn
first
thing,
5
and then
seconds. God
just
bless, though.
Pure intuition spam collects onto Osboss, sure.
And this MIBR team have loved
Not if
fighting
you're
in rubble
standing?
at the start of rounds. Attack side, defense side, doesn't matter. They've done it to every team they've gone up against in the past. Crew, especially in that recent close matchup. Man, they had better do it a little better than that, though. Going forward, just some sheriffs here. Aspas with that hero rifle in hand. Only half armor.
All of MIBR were stacked up towards A, but they didn't actually use their utility early. They were waiting for a sound cue to let all of that rip. So now they just have the stealth drone pushing through.
Go
and
C,
watch
bro.
Send on the opposite side of the map with all of
Honestly,
the C
things are
control.
going well. I don't want to
MIBR
change up the vibes.
getting
Keep it the
should
same,
allow them
dude.
to make a rotation towards the C site, try and help Shen if he attends
This
on
is the
anchor.
scariest round
Cortez
right here,
just
dare I
went
say
across
it.
map to try and slow Sentinels down, but now they're going to start to make this push towards C.
They
and
win the
MIBR
bonus
are
and then
not
we get fucking
convinced
eco somehow.
The center going to end on this side, but we can see it. We know better. They are pretty darn deep. Aspas probably saw the clone crosshair, but knew that it was a fake.
Chill,
Just the
chill.
one man with a hero
Aspas,
rifle.
chill.
MIBR Zekken finds the first onto Verno, and with all of these smokes obscuring his view, Aspas just cannot even find a moment to have impact
Nice
on the
shot,
round.
bro. Wait, Zekken might be locked.
Recovered. Looks like Shannon was able to get in amidst the cover of the poison orb, at least get that rifle
Oh,
in
thank God I
hand.
didn't
You're
jinx
gonna
him.
have to make good use of it though, because Zekken is tearing them limb from limb.
Flash
He
me
has to
through.
hear this
Flash me
surely.
through, bro.
Cortezia
Oh, wait.
trying to get his way up the slope. Shannon does
Oh my
finally
God.
employ that rifle.
Cortezia has just picked one up as well, so decent enough.
Damn, he's fucking feeling it.
Holy fuck.
He wanted to go for it. He wanted
Wait,
to go for it so
what?
bad.
That was insane. They weren't even stunned, bro. How can he kill both of them?
He just ran through. He just ran through.
Wait,
Socials with
what?
hashtag unlock your
That's
ace.
He
Nah.
wanted to go through when it was a 4v2 with no YouTube, but then his teammate died and then he like
Yeah,
continued
he
from
saw him like
there.
back up a little bit, right? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But then he had a reason with the stun. Just give him a reason.
Early for that, don't you think?
They just gave him a reason.
Nah, Zekken's aim has to be studied. Zekken's aim has to be studied.
Listen, I'm no mathematics expert, but when you get 5
Holy
kills, you're
fuck.
probably going to have the dimensional drift ready on round 5. So that's another thing that MIBR will have to worry about as
Oh my
they
god,
get into
that's
their
scary.
second
That is
opportunity
scary,
for a
bro.
buy round.
Wait, Aspas is like
Feels
meditating
like
extra hard today.
It's strange to even say second
What can
opportunity
Aspas
for the buy
do?
round. They had a buy round, theoretically. They just simply
Damn,
didn't play
4-0
Valorant
strong
with it.
start.
They lost 2 people 5 seconds into the round.
It was
and
that beautiful
it's
util
done.
for John over at Rubble that Bang was able to capitalize on to find 2 kills.
What does my barber do for a living?
MIBR have not
Excuse
had
me?
an opportunity to be sentient.
I'm gonna
in
clip
the
this and send it
server
to him,
yet.
bro.
They need to come
kidding me?
online.
And again, I mean, send him.
It's not his fault, bro. It's my hair is the problem. It's not his cutting. He does what he can with what he has to work with,
This
dude.
year, at least, to peak at the right time.
Like, fuck. Why are you blaming the guy, bro?
When we get out of the timeout overlay here, we're watching the players. Just look at the Sen economy right now, man. When we get into this, it's outrageous.
What guard number do you use on your facial? Father McSqueezy, don't try and be friends with me, bro, after all the shit you said, dude.
Meanwhile, Aspas is on a glass cannon off. That's how dire it's gotten, but that's the play call here from Fraud.
Bro's trying to be my friend after talking shit, dude. You have to become my friend, then talk shit, dude. It's the wrong order. Actually, not necessarily.
Sen are never going to be seeing
Okay, focus.
an eco round, man. MIBR
Yoru ult through B to
major
C
uphill battle.
with the drone up mount. Is this a cook? Might be a cook.
The rest of the team over with the mount side of the map.
Oh my god! Wait a fucking minute!
Effortlessly.
She is cooking.
Wait.
Just watch the flank here.
What?
That is some John Cutie cinema if I've ever seen it. That is the.
I mean, that's
another save.
That's so nice from everyone.
This is exactly. It feels how
What's
the
happening,
other
bro? What's happening right now?
started. We're 5 seconds in. They
Man,
lost
they're
2
just,
players.
like, doing their
All right,
thing.
time to save. And Sen
This is like scary,
you
no?
I'm
getting chills and shit.
So MIBR needs
they're
to
playing
be
hella
very
fucking good
careful.
right now.
That glass cannon op is absolutely pointless in this
I was gonna
retake.
throw your name into the Sentinels hat, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it'll make it there, bro.
Narrator's going hunting.
It's looking too good right now.
Just ahead. Enough of him, but Cortesi is able to dig Zelsa's out here over
Oh,
on this
whoa,
B
chill,
side.
chill.
Keeping a lid on this burgeoning economy of the Sentinels, but what MIBR really need
Oh my
now is to get
God.
on the board properly.
And they killed the off like
That's the
that.
op drops. I don't
Wait,
know
I
if
think he's
Verno's
ahead
in
of me. I have to
position
refresh.
recover this.
He's not. He
Look.
can't get it. That was a massive
Damn.
investment away.
That's fucking over.
That
Not
crouch
gonna lie.
peek from Narrate?
Jiggle into the
Holy.
crouch. That's
Yeah.
so sick.
Chat, fun fact.
Insta
I'm
tap.
pretty sure, like, we started winning once Narrate put a jacket on or something, and Rob doesn't let him take it off anymore. Like,
He
Narrate
stunned both of them.
Narrate is
Oh my
like
God.
required to play with the sun jacket on. He can't show up in a jersey only. So Rob makes sure every game now he has the jacket on. He will not play without a jacket.
This is
Because
a mental
Rob is
start from
superstitious, so
Sen.
he believes the jacket has powers, and hey, maybe it does, dude.
Now
Maybe
Sentinels
it
advise
does.
for the other extremity on the map. An early fight here towards Rebel might be the order of the day. And a gate crash out from Zekin. It gets a little hot in there.
And that's why you send the Yoru forward.
Am I
there.
Donald and Demon Wall? Did he say something to me? I didn't hear
All
him.
that information by absorbing the
Yeah, Donald Wall?
utility and immediately the snap of your fingers, you're out
If
of
I
there.
did, I'm
The team
sorry.
is regrouped, intending on going into C, where it's only Shannon to contest. And this lack of Sentinel from MIBR does make it pretty
Solo
easy for Sen
side?
to get into
Oh.
these sites.
Damn.
Oh, lovely shot from Ospas. This is a moment where MIBR can now actually play for a 5-on-4 retake, try and get their first round win.
They've got the death ball set up now when Sentinels are on a timer. They get to
Big
plant.
flank.
Pretty
He hears them.
slow about it too, because they are
they're
expecting,
expecting
this
it.
push from behind.
Wait, that's
Guardian
not
and
kinda
Aspas'
one alone.
hands not quite enough to get the job done
Yeah,
now.
he
John,
did.
affected by the paranoia, still wants to try and take an engagement. Narrates,
No.
flanks him, but Cortesi and Verno do get some results
Yeah,
here
I feel
towards
like it
Mount.
was
Now, surely, the pinch comes in from Halls. It's
Oh,
just Zekin.
fuck. Did me bringing up the
Narrate
jacket
falls.
just jinx us?
I feel like
Massive
it was
again,
this.
but my God, he's already done so today. Up to 12 kills. Still no spike plant.
see him,
And
though.
MIBR no better than to poke
Doesn't know
the
where the
sleeping
Viper
giant.
is.
This is the last player you want
Oh,
to
if he wasn't angled off to it.
If he was like angled a little bit away.
Yeah,
Just about
yeah.
the only way
Could have
you're
been a
going to
chance.
get Zekid removed
Yeah,
from the server
he's
at this
fucking
point.
frying right now, bro.
Massive
I'm not
credit to
gonna lie.
Cortesia towards
Yeah, I
Mount,
don't know.
winning out all of those gun duels. We're really sharp towards here. When
He
we
gets
saw
plant down, he
Ospas
wins that.
go
He gets
down,
plant down, he has a
wasn't
chance.
Great. He was far ahead of the rest.
Damn, did he like sell a
Outpaced
shit of
the
his head?
utility.
Let's go!
Man, you can always rely on that man to shoot.
Yeah, Cortezia
And
got
it's all
that
the
energy,
rookies
bro.
leading the charge right now for MIBR.
6 and
Cortesia,
4 right
Verno,
now.
Shinham. At least 2 of those players, verified Rookie of the Year candidates right now. Youngblood leads by example. And that gets MIBR onto the board, but Sen have done a good job at
Looks like
stacking up
Tarek can
very
drop 30 on Aspas right
important
now.
attack side
Are you out of your
rounds.
mind? How
Those
dare you
Sentinel on
disrespect
their
me
comp,
like
so
that?
really want to get ahead here.
Wait, what?
It's unlikely in this round that Sentinels will be able to get to any of their ultimates of significance. So you're really only looking at Verno as someone who can turn the tide in that regard. Zekin is still 2 off
I'm
now.
curious, Chad, how many channel points do you have?
Off of his, so
That's what someone said.
not going to be able to find impact in the server in that way. It's just intentions of slowly clearing Out A Rubble, working their way back into this space on the map. While Second contains towards Mound and has the gate crash back and spawn to teleport away if he's pressured.
MIB have no info. They've got to go get info at Mound.
Oh my god.
You're
How did he get
kidding!
two?
More than
He
could have
got
asked
two?
for. Shenom is able to recover things there, but
Dude.
that's the lion's share of the heavy hitters from MIB are
That's
already
insane.
downed. Now the remainders have to get it together here on A as Sentinels hit the side with a player advantage.
Artin is trying to get in backside, wanting to be a hero, wanting to take
Wow,
a
the
fight.
jumping.
Oh,
He
the
just
jump,
can't.
yeah.
That jump peek was lovely.
Cortesi's look
I have to
fantastic
refresh
this
once
game.
more.
He needs to do more. Viper's Pit now deployed. Cortesi Paranoia in TP to the other side of it. It's
Oh my god, what an
play, but still in
insane
a
play
goal.
though.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
And
that
now
could have
John
been,
Chenum.
it could have been nuts.
Into the pit. And
Nice.
first into the fog, and John QT.
Nah, what a double kill from Zekin.
Second is taking
Yeah.
an effective 1 versus 3 at Mount.
Meanwhile, I was
His
also
gate
just changing
crash
his settings. He's
expires,
fucking
and on
doubting
that
everything.
timing, MIBR take the fight. He should not be getting this second kill.
That is crazy.
Oh, Aspas on
That was
the side.
Aspas
Has to make a
too. Oh
correction.
my
It costs
god.
him a valuable half second.
Oh my god.
Zekin is at a casual 14 and 3
Holy
right
fuck.
now.
He's
Nah,
locked
this
in.
is crazy,
How long
dude.
does it last?
I need to
Or
do it
how
with
long until
Zekin, bro.
MIBR can find a way
Bro needs to bring me
to
back
trip
to
him
where I
up.
belong. You know what I'm saying? Or
Heading to
what,
round 8
dude?
here. Sentinels have been dominant.
He might be my saving
Looks
grace.
like we might have called in a bit of a timeout here.
Leave him alone?
Probably a good
Actually,
time
on
for it now.
second
We got
thought, maybe you're
Dimensional
right.
Drift coming
I will
online
not
for Sentinels.
fucking.
Tech balls
I
at all
won't.
B.
I won't.
But
I
MIBR
actually. I won't even
talks
speak to
about ultimates
Zekin.
of significance.
I need him
I'd
to
say
stay
they've
the
got
way he
the
is.
two
I won't even
ready.
look or talk to Zekin.
Listen,
And here we go.
They could use a tech pause. You need something to ice Zekin right now.
Here we go.
I feel like what they're
They
gonna
need
talk
him to
about is
slow
like,
down. You are
like,
not going to win this game. when he's
Arisa,
in
like
this level
they
of
have to just be like, yo, what's happening?
Quite a lot has
How are we
changed
losing
for this
right now?
MIBR
Wait, you mean the
roster
tech pause or you mean like on attack?
right? That
Oh, it's
kickoff
attack pause.
match
Oh, I
that
thought it was attack pause.
getting kicked out of
But-
contention for Bangkok.
But yeah, if they were gonna do
Next
like
one.
attack pause, I feel like
their
MIBR just has
But
to be like,
MIBR have
yo, what's
sort of
happening?
remained here.
How are we losing
They
right
stay
now? Because
behind.
like nothing's working.
They add Verno to their
Anything
roster,
they're
and so
doing,
people
like,
are wondering
like
what the heck the plan is.
Sentinels
Why
that
are
just
they
have an
integrating
aura
this
right
guy?
now.
Apparently,
Whatever they do,
just add
they just
water.
get away with it right now.
Effortlessly.
Yeah.
Been able to fit
Because
in
they've
this
tried to
roster.
do shit together, it just
This
hasn't
MIBR
worked.
team has not
Yeah,
lost
nothing's
a
worked so
single
far. I
map
feel like I don't
in
know.
playoffs.
Well, then what do you
They're
do
kinda
then?
in
If
a
nothing's,
tough
if everything we're doing, I guess you just change the pace maybe. Maybe like try shit earlier or try shit later. Try change the timings up a little bit.
Maybe change all the settings and skins.
It could be.
Ascend, who have
Everyone
really
cross
been
their change.
quite
Wait, Verno
good.
left?
They started with
Where'd Verno go?
Cloud9, who really had
I feel like
such a
something happened. Maybe
fantastic
I don't know.
regular season. Dark Horse
There's been
team,
a lot of bathroom breaks lately. I don't know what's
there, and
happening.
then obviously the main story is just
I
that
don't
they're
think it would be a
finally
bathroom break.
The Americas team, the only Americas
Surely
team who have
not.
been able to beat G2, who have just been the unstoppable force of our scene.
Bro, IRL rage quit.
Watching this game so far,
I think he took it as a bathroom break because like Bang maybe had an issue or something.
Even then, that should be. I don't think that should be allowed even then.
Young Verno.
Yeah, I am not sure if it is allowed.
I think. So what I heard is that like after like 20 minutes you're allowed,
Remember this match
but
here,
like
it's crucial.
until
Yeah,
then.
now I
We've
right at
seen
the
in
beginning
our
like
best of
that.
5 grand finals of our stages that map advantage.
Can you
means
pause for a
so
bathroom
much.
break?
Getting an extra ban is gonna be
No.
absolutely crucial. Both these teams.
I'm pretty sure
have their
no, you
mid-range
can't.
banners. That's actually
But
kind
it
of why
seems
we
like
have
the
an
players
MIBR
are
game that
allowed to
doesn't
go to the
feature ice
bathroom
smokes.
if there's a
I mean,
tech
they would
pause.
love
That's
to
what it
have
looks
brought in.
like.
But
Because it looks
because
like we're
MIBR have
fixing
been
something for
fractured,
Sentinels.
Sen get to take
but
away the very best map. And
I
even
don't
then,
think
Lotus
it's.
has
I
not
don't
been
think
a
it should
great
be
map
allowed
for Sentinels this
personally.
stage.
I think during a
That's what
tech
they've been
pause you
looking
should
for,
still
but
be at
hey,
your seat.
here's
Because what
what
if we fix
Aspas
the issue quickly?
had to say about
Now we have to
facing
wait
off
for the guy
against
taking a
this
fucking
team
piss.
once
Fucking
again
10
last
minutes.
time, of course, was at kickoff. Let's hear the word.
I'm excited to play against Zekin. This is gonna be a rematch, so I'm even more excited because of this. Basically, I think that's the 4th time that I play Sentinels, so kind of remembers me of 22 that I played Optic like 6 times, a lot of times. I love rematches.
Can't blame the guy. The stakes were so high in that last matchup. I would almost say that, you know, with both of these teams, you know, in very good shape. Obviously, we're going to see them heading over to Masters.
Oh, he's back.
The top seed, though, heading
see if
into
we're
that
ready
event
over
out of
here.
Americas is a huge boon. It lets you
Looks
bypass
like
so
Bang's
much of that
audio's
grueling
fucked up, maybe.
early stage of the tournament.
100%. And with the tournament as stacked as it's looking to be.
Hubert? Is
there's a
Hubert
lot
coaching?
of early trap games.
Hubert's in that Rebel?
Good. He's locked in.
Yeah. energized. He's juiced up.
New assistant coach.
He's also not getting crushed into a tiny sugar cube size, which is always a good sign.
Well, what does he
Brother's
think about
reading the
Kaplan's
strats.
I think he seems sort of middling on what the offering is on Lotus.
You don't see off camera the person with the blunt objects threatening Cubit into giving a favorable account of his time over at Sentinels. So a little bit about a gear issue here, also just being ironed out. And a couple of converging occurrences are happening on stage at the same time there, folks. So we have a ready check. We'll be jumping back into the game in just a moment. If you're just joining us, I mean, I could probably just show you a clip of one round and it will give you the full idea of what has happened. Sentinels have been getting a lot of early advantages.
Are they checking Zekin's
crazy with
PC?
the first kills. A lot of the time, Zekin.
Surely not.
Let's see if he can run that back again.
Okay. Is it Byron's? No. One gun.
Sen are 0-2 on Lotus right now in this stage. And questionable when you see the first 7 rounds of this map, how that's even possible. But that is the world that we're living in.
Slow
MIBR
play from
into this
Sen.
one, however, have got 2 rifles to play with, mostly pistols.
Okay, drone that A. We drone them back.
No,
never mind.
Another dimensional drift here developed for second. Gets a decent bit of information about what's happening at Baby Door. Now adding to Rubble, so doing a lot of scouting for his team. Oh,
Wow, it's just that one's it's just like, what can you do?
Bang got so far forward and second flat
I feel like most of these are like, what can you do?
Are not favoring MIBR.
The breach stun's
Second
been like
time
on
we just see
point.
the dimensional drift into the fault line. Net 3 kills for second. Bang off the
Wow,
flag.
he doesn't even
Another one.
expect it.
The utility from John Cutie.
I'm surprised he's open like that.
Look at the extra spacing now created by that guided salvo. Gives Zekin the room to perch up in this
And
pocket.
there's discipline too?
Play off the one-way.
Time to jump.
Should MIBR dare to test it? The final boss will be
What are they
waiting for
gonna
them.
do? Jump through?
Just wants to make sure
I guess,
can't
yeah.
recover
Poor
that.
ass pass. Another fucking transfer? Oh, that was actually bang that got saved.
Supporting from the back line.
Dude, holy fuck.
Spraying them down with the
Holy
Phantom.
fuck, man.
I mean, again, they're working
John's
with
playing
pistols,
really good right now.
to some
The
degree.
cohesion on the team is
Man, no
spectacular.
one is able to stop
That's the
Zekin
word
in
I
that
would
position.
use.
I'm not gonna lie, I think it's over.
Let's see how this plays out, Wyatt.
I mean, attack side Lotus, so
It's just the dimensional drift
feel
into
like
the fault line.
if they scrap together a few rounds,
They have passion, Zach. I respect that. They're going for the wins. Congrats.
he said congrats. He said congrats. What the
Definitely looks
fuck?
like a passionate 3-player push, for sure.
7-1.
Great
Uh-oh.
coverage, like you mentioned, for Bang there, looking towards upper.
Wow.
I feel like even if they get like some rounds
that passion
here on
because Senna started
defense,
this round very
it's just
slowly.
so hard. Like Sentinels are like fully on point
Especially now, right?
Very aggro
Yeah.
play. They've taken some control over towards
Like they're on
Rebel,
point
that
in everything.
defending side, cycling the dark cover.
Like
Wow.
their
The position
calls
prepare
are
just
good,
lands
their
spam
spam was
through,
good,
finds kill
literally.
onto C.
He's
Their
good
three
to
utilities
that.
great.
Working in their
Aim,
favor.
everything is so good
The
right now.
Viper with a pit
Yeah.
out of the
They
game.
haven't made a mistake
That
yet.
turns off the wall over towards the B side of the map. The retake wall, the screen.
He just gets to pick
Makes it
like
that much
that.
harder
damn.
for MIBR to shore up their position. One of the worst plays they could lose
They're
early.
looking fucking
Seriously,
drilled
audio
right
cue
now,
that
man.
Forwards are
They're
stops
looking
before
so
can even
fucking
round the
drilled.
corner. Now here's Nere trying to get some information back in towards Rubble. So
Seriously.
Sentinels attempts to re-clear this. It's going to be difficult playing around some of these defensive walls, and there is that forward position still held by Cortesia.
Thels is ahead of
Come on,
the wall.
Zels is-
Knows
oh,
Cortesi is there,
that's
but
right.
is brought down. Aspas is able to spring forward, and nobody can really see
Oh, he got
Cortesia
out,
there.
though.
Bang has to just TP
Only
out.
one guy I see. Art's in.
All the while, Zekin has been retaining this
Should be a free
space
hit for
in the
them.
mound. The intentions are to go for the C hit.
Uh-oh.
Artson is fully entrenched.
Oh my god.
Full line,
Figure it out.
ideally buys a bit of time. Zekin definitely affected by it. Here comes the
Got
rolling
one.
thunder, though. Artesian is
Good
about to
trade.
feel the heat, and there is Zekin. Right there. Always seems to be on the correct side of the kill feed.
Bang.
Bang with a second, shuts down Aspas. Time is dwindling, and there's an Armageddon left for Verno.
They've got to kill Cortesi, but
No!
Armageddon could be a problem.
Wow.
And Verno has come to the
He gets
rescue.
that kill there.
Spike is down, but John is now in a 1
His
versus 2.
son.
Full
so
line has just
winnable
come
for
back
him.
online for the breach. Cortesi are a little bit low.
This is John's
Gotta
spot.
respect the
This
salvos,
is
and
John's
at some
spot.
point, MIBR will have to wager something to get this defuse.
Fuck.
Fault line hits.
He killed.
Cortesi
He
holds
killed
his
him
own.
full
Was that
stun.
before connected, or was that a cosmetic
Something has to go
stun? Either
MIBR's
way,
way.
Cortesia is continuing
Just
to
has
be
to
the
be that.
headshot machine as always. Time just dwindled so low for Sen. You were just waiting and waiting for Verno to eventually rip that Armageddon. John was able to get the spike down, but at that point they had just lost too many players. Verno and Cortesia have been the
Was that? I think it
duo
was the same moment as the stun.
earning this
Wow.
MIBR team the round wins
Nah,
at the
he
moment.
was full stun.
If you're MIBR, that's got to get you out of your seat. Still a smile on John's face.
He
knew
smiled.
it was tough. Again, the fall line was pretty good. I'm pretty sure it hit Verno squarely. 10 rounds in, Sentinels have been able to buy every round with the exception of that first one. They've been in very
Sentinels timeout while they're timed out.
Calls a timeout. There might be a couple of ults close to being online, or maybe he's trying to get Sen to play around what MIBR still has.
Good
because
timeout,
they
chat.
have a Rolling Thunder, they have a Viper's
Good
Pit.
timeout.
There's a couple of things that could be a little difficult for Sentinels to play into in this round.
Sen will never be in danger of having to eco in this half. It's not going to happen.
I think for MIBR, that's kind of annoying, right? They just got the one round right there.
Close the
Second
gap
round.
to try to get to around that 4-round mark.
Wave
If they
the
go on a
flag.
run and get 5, that would be a great half, all things considered. And then they get to swap to attack where they don't have to run into a Sentinel. There's no Vice or Cypher to slow down Ospas on the Neon. Sen need a lot of rounds here because MIBR should be able to go
There,
on
just
a
changed
run
his crosshair.
themselves when these sides swap. So Kaplan wants to ensure that they don't give anything away before we get there. And this is a round where things can really begin to shift for MIBR because of all those aforementioned ultimates.
But if Sen get to 9 on this half, it's feeling very 9-3 coded, I'm going to be honest. Then they can afford a couple of mistakes. The buffer is
All right, let's
that
see.
much wider for them.
They have 3 ults.
The round, of course.
Yeah.
Money not a problem for Sen City. They are loaded. Decker just walks across here. Interesting gap left in the salvo. Trying to count for a TP across.
Which typically has
Full
been
C
the
control.
case. Bang has been going for that standard TP, and the flashes from John has been finding opening kills there, so makes sense for the placement.
They've got all the util. Sentinels have not had to spend anything on this push out. It's such a cheap way to take control of Rubble.
Oh, good movement.
Look at Narek just teasing in the corner with the
Oh,
drone.
fuck.
Shut him, perfect timing.
fuck.
Oh my god, gets
It's
a second
never
on the
over,
bang before
bro.
the fault line can even connect.
Sick fault line from Artazine though. That set up the kill for Shannon all too easy. Now, things get all good for Sentinels. Already a contingency
my
being worked on by
God.
Celsius, but he finds himself all
Brought
alone.
around.
That is MIBR, and
Celsius
Shannon
1v4.
specifically getting a surge of confidence. Perfect timing on that
Stand
swing.
up, I'll run it. Stand
So
up
much has been
now?
predicated by the breach util
Already?
on this map already. John has been instrumental in setting up Bang, setting up Zekken. We just saw the same from Artazine. Who now additionally has a Rolling Thunder to spend in these last 2 rounds of the half.
Guys, we're wasting it, no?
MIBR, they did not need to use a single ult into this round. They're going to retain them all for the next buy, and they should be getting to 3 unless Celsius can make a genuine miracle happen. The last time these 2 teams faced off on Lotus, Celsius was the easy MVP. His Vice was really phenomenal. Sen had pivoted away from that, however. And they've really been unable to replicate the early success on this map that they had at the beginning of the year. And
NT
it's just
kitten.
that easy. That was an inevitable conclusion to the round with the fall line connecting onto him.
He grabbed the bomb through the wall, did he?
You mentioned that we pivoted away from the Vice.
Why
comp.
fake
This is
plant
the
there,
third
bro, is
different
crazy.
Sentinel
You see
comp.
the radar, he doesn't,
As many
dude.
outings on this map. Yeah, fault line there, timing not perfect for John. Though he's still able to take a kill on the backside eventually.
Nice!
Cortesi and
Good job,
Shenum.
guys. Good job.
The
Let's
youngsters,
go. Five rounds.
fantastic
Fuck.
so far in this map. Very, very sharp. Shenum
That's
snapping
not a
moments there
believe.
in trade to secure it.
Fuck.
That was a real intuitive timing that he took on that swing. All right, center gathered up outside of Mound, where MIBR are looking to go forward. You have
I hear
Osmos
Bang's died.
passing and playing awful for one way.
Ooh, those flashes are
Goodness,
insane.
it's good for an early fight.
Wow.
You better believe it. Make that 19 frags in 10 rounds for those keeping track at home in a dimensional drift now. Get second right.
Ooh, he tried
where he
timing the
needs
ult.
to be.
Ooh.
Sees Verno solo. He's got to get out of there. It's dangerous now when Halls. Verno's going to try and cross, but the spam is
Was
too
Zekken
much.
staying here?
He's
Wow.
utterly
Oh,
overwhelmed.
fuck.
That would have been over here.
Yeah,
Here
he
for
saw both of
Artazine
them,
White,
though.
but it's a long shot.
Yeah.
He catches Zekken, but ultimately, does that even matter?
There, it's one off. He has drones
They
still.
can try to go
Oh,
into
fuck.
this 2 versus 4, see if they can find
Smoke's
another
coming back
kill.
up.
They've still got enough money to buy again.
I think they found Artazine. Playing up by Waterfall. Fault line here maybe to try and play Shenum in, but there is a poison orb.
There's
up at the
breach
moment.
hole, but no way he uses it, right?
Aftershock now, a bit of space here for MIBR. Now they've got to scale through this smoke at some point. It's going to be a flash that gets them there. Celsius, though, on the move, has to back away. Shenum deals with Bang. Now an aftershock from the attackers. John trying to deny any sort of defuse, but Shenum is fighting. He's hungry. drooling for an engagement, and John will give it to him.
Wow, good
Not the
job.
way he would have liked.
A little scary, I guess.
Nice clean up the center, gets him to 8.
The thing about Sentinels is like, their fundamentals are hella good, so like as long as they just play fundamentally right, they will just always have like the good play.
Like the good mechanics behind the fundamentals.
Just comes down to this early engagement. How many times have we seen Sen open around with a 2-piece? Just
off the back of the John QT flash?
Wow.
Most of them.
Yeah, off the back of that, and also, listen, let's not, like, I'm going to be frank, this has been a poor map for Monspa so far. He is not in the game, and when the side swap, he has to be.
That will be his time to shine. The Neon here, he wants to take a fight early.
Oh my god. The counter util.
For a bit of cover.
That was crazy.
Okay, Bang, can he get
He
out
still
of there?
got one.
He
killed him.
the old-fashioned way, though.
Get a kill? How is he allowed to go 1 for 1?
On an ulting Aspas.
The kills they're getting are criminal.
Last round of the half starts pretty well
Good
for Sentinels,
neutral.
but Verno might have other things to say. The one-way's in place, and he tries to play off of it.
Oh, what a great ult from Ardzin to retain this space to support Verno. Now find the advantage, and they can just back away. Wait for that
back
fault
in.
line, and the guiding salvos to cycle back up, play for a 4 versus 3 take. But Ardzin is from 2.
Oh my god, bro.
Punishes him to the
We've been
back.
seeing that happen a lot lately. That jump spot's been getting like fucking exposed.
That's just a bad juggle.
Yeah.
A lot of bad juggle.
I mean, I guess you got the timing on the wall, but
So they're really going to keep MIBR in the dark of these movements across the map after that early engagement.
He could have just had like one wide one.
There's no other safe way for him to get it. And he'd give himself away
that's tough.
in doing so.
Oh my god, John.
Rapid shot from John. Look at this. Gets the orb, is going to get the plant,
Breach
and have
ult.
his rolling thunder in the 3 versus 2.
And we have tail.
Yes, Verno and Cortesia, incredible rookies, but now have to face 2 of the most powerful ultimates in Valorant. Cortesia probably wants to get to the side pretty quick. He assumes. Center vacated it.
This is going to be
now
so
he sees
hard.
the spike location. It's confirmed. He has to push up and take a fight. Narrate's not watching the cross right now. A little awkward for Celsius, but man, he's good for it anyway. And there's a rolling thunder. Verno affected by it now in the 1 versus 3.
It's rockets.
A very
Have your
firing
choice. Have your
squad
choice,
waiting
bro.
for him, and Sentinels have that post-plant util. First the salvos.
Welcome to post
Versus
plant,
Verno
buddy.
away. Next, the Armageddon.
He didn't even use it. He didn't even use it.
He didn't use it.
Just impossible. Legitimately
Imagine he has to keep
impossible
both for next
for
time.
those 2 to
That'd
win
be
in that
insane.
situation.
Oh my god, don't
because
even joke
John
about
finds
it.
that kill onto Shenham, who stood out as an anchor on that A site previously, but could not get it done there. It's
That was
just
like
close out a dominant
super
half.
It's not just the
half,
raw
I'm not gonna
firepower for
lie.
Sentinels that's been amazing here. The strategy, or at least the tactics in
That's
some of these
valid,
rounds have
but
been on point.
I don't
The
know.
util set up for John. Remember, he moved over from Sentinel to take up this initiator role. And it's been absolutely terrifying for anybody who wants to try and face down this Sentinel
Wait.
squad. It's a 9-3
Wait, Aspas
half,
changing his
folks.
NVIDIA
We're gonna head
settings.
to a
He's
break
in his
and
head,
we'll
no?
see if MIBR
Yeah, he's been changing
pull
them the whole
themselves
game.
out of the
What the
doldrums,
fuck? He's in his
make a game
NVIDIA
of it.
control panel. That's not good signs, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. He's been there like in the
Off. Zekin is at 19-7. really leading the charge, but the backup.
He's a little loud. Yeah, I
usage
adjusted it.
from
Sorry.
John Narrate has been sublime. And if you're an MIBR fan, there was one thing, and one thing only on your mind. Where is Aspas?
He has to wake up. It was a pretty poor defense half from him. So uncharacteristic. We led this map off talking about how last year he dropped 47 on Sentinels for a kill record on Lotus. Now that he's on attack playing Neon against Sentinels,
okay, here we go, big
Sentinel
pistol.
list comp, he needs to turn up the heat.
He's got to take liberties. There's no hard stopping power for Sentinels outside of a bullet to the cranium. That's always a risky proposal when you're up against a player like this on Neon. Aspas has gotten deep onto the B side, said allow for the take, but of course,
Kind of the same pistol, 5v5 post on B.
util to flood.
How do they want to reposition this MIBR now that they've gotten the spike down? Artson has pressed up into heaven, but he's going to be cleared out by the drone and swung onto by multiple players.
Paranoia, fault line now. John might want to play off this, but Arzine was wholly unaffected. Chance to reload now, and here comes the fight. Arzine deals with Zelsis, almost too quick to see.
That classic right-click close range, just brutal, man.
Make the space for Arzine. He's now occupied and pushing up into upper.
Whoa.
And this is going to be a
Same
clean
pistol,
one,
honestly.
folks.
5v5
Here
post on
come
B.
MIBR, a
Yeah.
need a pistol.
Artisan played that so good.
Really
He got
smooth
spotted in
from
heaven,
them.
he ran away,
Artson got
dodged
in a
his stun,
very
and ran back
uncomfortable
in.
situation up there in heaven.
Then
He was the
fucking
only
running
player
right
pushed
click
up,
him,
and it was
Yeah.
forced to reload because he was right-clicked down to just 3 bullets left.
Rockets
Chrono sends
too.
out perfectly timed missiles into heaven to divide the two players who were trying to kill Arzine. They are right back into this game.
I almost know how to finish that sentence. It's a new half. MIBR trying to treat it like a new match entirely. They've got a little bit of a deficit to make up.
We're set up for a big clash towards A if Sen have intentions of pushing past this wall.
Wow.
But Aspas freeze
Was that just a
spam,
line you
kill.
spam?
One good turn deserves another. That was
Aspas switched from quality to performance?
of the game,
You
doing
went to the
basically
clip and
that.
watched his monitor?
Now he's on the receiving end of it.
He changed from quality to performance?
Shenum will be
Those
inserted
NVIDIA
here on his
settings
A side of
worked?
the map, and we have some drift across for Sen. They definitely are a little nervous
Stand
about
up?
it.
Bro,
This is going to be absolutely
not yet, man. I know the
free to
timing.
take
Just
in
chill.
C site by the MIBR team. Sen really little hope at this point of the round of even doing much damage. They've only got classics into this, so real opportunity here for
You are on a
MIBR
Jinx,
to
bro.
get
It's
their
all good.
economy
Thank you.
rolling, stabilize things. and
Finally
wait for
someone
Bond
that's
to
on my
mess around with
side,
the two
dude.
pistols, try and get a real buy on their bonus with multiple rifles at hand.
Yep, this is a verified stand in the Teo Salvo round.
What? Look, this chat is
Send that
fucked,
to group up
man.
over towards Waterfall.
Whatever happened to the positivity in our chat, bro?
The question of whether they push any further past this point or not remains to be seen. A couple pistols still on the side of MIBR, and his Aspas going down to get a proper rifle. That one is dropped. There's a proper fight here on the side. Zekin holds his own. Verno's there on the corner, sprayed through to get the second, still asking for more. But John is
Wait,
punishing.
what the fuck is going
This is
on?
unraveling. Time
Yo, I'm
though
not
is of
gonna
the
lie,
essence.
MIBR
Knows
just
he
like
can cover the defuse, and John
not
doesn't
confident
have the
fighting them right
time.
now.
I mean, they're not going to win the round, but
Holy fuck.
feels like they might as well have. Shenum can't even
they're
do
like
something to
hesitating like
recover a
before fighting
rifle.
them.
The only weapon they brought
Are they
into
scared,
this
you
is a
think?
sheriff.
Yeah.
How did they get away with doing that much damage?
I think they were just
funneling through waterfall.
over
with
eager right
classics.
there.
Oh, I know how. We watched
I mean, like in
the
this
MIBR
stage
point
of the
view.
game, it's like you're
They
down
missed. They
4-9.
just didn't
You don't
hit
want to take like
shots.
a quote-unquote bad gunfight, and like they've been like shitting you the whole game. Like they can just like one-tap you. You don't want to just like die and lose the round because of it.
That was definitely
Yeah,
a
like,
commercial
they
for
won.
Rondo.
Yeah, that's a marketing.
They're like almost playing
That's
too
great
disciplined.
marketing.
Like they're too
How
tight.
did they get away with
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
And now they've got
It's a
basically an
horrible bonus.
anti-eco.
B-pop off the A pressure.
Anti-half buy.
Shenum now knows he needs to do a little more. And around like this.
What?
Saved the sheriff. Good
What a
thing he
shot.
saved it. Now he's gonna upgrade.
I'm gonna have to stand up.
Very snappy from Shenum yet again, but Narrate quickly will punish. Sen definitely favored here. Spike already down. A very fast B hit
That's time, bro.
from MIBR.
That's
And
time,
it's an
lock in,
MIBR
buddy.
team that are again trying to
This
take
angle
some
is fucking
control.
crazy,
I mean,
but
look at the
whatever.
top of the mini-map. Aspas is pushed all the way through to wrap.
Lock in, buddy!
Waterfall. Art's in close up. Shotgun at Baby Door.
Narrate, he's
Fucking
ready for it. He
Bucky?
does take a hit, but
Fucking
he gets
Bucky?
in. Baby door control secured now.
Oh my god,
Sarah
oh my
on the
god,
side,
flank,
Verno's
flank.
on the back,
Yes!
angle that
Good
John
awareness.
is all too ready for. Extra sensory, his perception.
Yes!
And that's a
Suck
kick
it.
kill.
Wow.
Zen back on the
He just
board,
suck it.
rumbling back into control.
A superior buy there for sure. Maybe an
That's so
opportunity
good for
when
him.
Arzen takes that swing.
Wait, he's using the nose strips too. Have you tried the nose strips out?
Yeah. I need them, bro.
Wait, what do they do?
When I sleep, it like helps you breathe.
But it's Narrate finding that
It
kill.
helps you breathe better?
And then John the entire time, you could see he kept turning back. He had an awareness that someone
Like if your nose is like clogged or whatever, stuff like that, you put it on like it helps you breathe better.
And because Narrate
Do you think it
finds that
lowers
kill,
your heart
he
rate or
just
some
watched the
shit?
door the entire time.
No, nothing. It just like
Big
opens up like
impact
your
there.
nose.
I see.
So MIB, I've had a
Just
couple
so
of
you can actually
successful
breathe through your
fast
nose.
hits to
I mean, I'm ready to try anything, chat.
Sentinels are
I need
pretty
something
well
to save me,
armed.
bro.
Slightly costly round for them there, but they're happy to
These
get
fucking
the
nose
number
strips
on the
gonna get me
board.
fucking
Aspas
rank
is just
one?
looking, he's fishing.
You bet your ass I'm
There's a
popping
lot
nose strips,
going on
bro.
here, and a gate crash per second. He needs to get away from the epicenter.
That's kind of a waste of
Disaster.
a note, no?
It did definitely waste. He
Yeah, he
anticipated the
didn't do
fight.
anything with it.
So close up against the Stinger.
Oh my god, help, oh my god, help, oh my god, help. How?
How did he get away with that?
Bailed out by Big Bro, 100%. Now
He wanted to run back in there too.
Try and get some judge.
Wait,
back
what?
He ran back
Wait,
in there.
what? Narrate?
Has to be careful.
Hello?
Paranoia hits, so he has to play closer to the door than otherwise.
Do they know he's a judge
Peel
here?
off the angle a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, they
He
do?
found it 3 times, right?
Oh, he's
yeah,
dead.
yeah.
Numbers empty, but that
Fuck my
Spike
life.
is still waiting to get in the baby door, and now they can access it. Walk up for the clone.
He didn't
Wait.
swing there.
Confirms the
Will they
presence of
expect
MIB are
bang?
now heading to B again.
I don't think they will.
Expect Bang to
Get a hell of
push
fast
Outrap
timing.
all the way
So
around.
quick.
No, it just doesn't look like it. Free kill up to
Nice.
Shenum,
Kill
and now
one.
Very
isolated
hard,
in the site is Verno.
And what of Cortesia? He's in baby door to try and
Nice.
play off this, but from every angle there's a Send player.
flash.
Elena
Wow.
Cortesia's here now. Smoke there,
Such good
TP with no
utility.
paranoia to play off of it, and smoke
job,
in
good
his
job.
That was
face.
perfect.
Good job, man.
That's 11 for Sentinels. And it's a backbreaker for MIBR. The money now gets a little dicey.
Holy fuck.
Narrate and Celsius just doubled up in Baby Door are the pivotal players in that
Icy
round for
mention?
Sen. How is
What?
he alive? How is he surviving? And then Celsius just runs in with the judge into the jumping
Nah, that's
classic.
actually crazy, dude. Aspas is probably tweaking out.
I'm
I'm not gonna lie, Aspas is probably tweaking out.
That is
The way he
a cure
died.
for hypotension if you're Cameron.
Yeah.
You probably watched that moment and
He's
you
like,
just
bro,
white
how's
knuckling
he alive right
the
now?
handle of the seat there.
He might be in the panel again. I need to see his
Timeout here for
PC.
MIBR. As good a time as any for it now is likely.
In my opinion, it's
Economically,
worrying
they can only
signs.
afford half armors and some
But like, I don't
lead
know. Like, I
by
feel like
the
changing your
Guardian
settings
hero
too much
there,
means
maybe
here in
Sheriff.
your head, no?
They're
Or am I
encroaching
wrong?
on the two
Not
powerful of the
necessarily?
shader ultimates though. So
Not
those fast
necessarily.
hits or to shut
You
down
could
maybe
just be making
potential
a
for
change.
Sentinels. There are
Yeah,
options
maybe
for
like
MIBR,
you
but it's
like
something that
generally
Fraud
just like
and
making
Co,
like
they're gonna have to put it
adjustment
together
or
piece by
whatever.
piece.
I guess I'm like
Sorry, something
projecting.
you're
There's so
overthinking.
many
But I feel like when I
Yeah.
change my
players
settings, I'm in my
all
head.
making great proactive decisions
Well,
at the
that's
same
you.
time.
Yeah.
It's just
He's like, that's a you
beautiful
problem,
to
bro.
watch.
He's literally
All
hit me
the
with a that's
actions
a you
happening in
problem.
Baby Door. Bang
He's like,
cleared
I'm
out
not in
all
my
of
head,
the
bro. We're not the
seaside, was
same.
wrapping behind for the flank. It's just all set up so
I'm
perfectly.
actually
The
projecting, for
players
sure.
are playing with
I'm actually
a lot of
projecting.
confidence.
He was just
This is really some of the best Obscen that we've seen all year.
If you're Kaplan,
Hands down on this playoff run.
you just worry about history repeating itself maybe. So strong in playoffs domestically.
Why am I standing up? Because I'm
They
stressed.
want to
Why
maintain,
are
they
you
want
not
to
standing
bottle
up?
this lightning for the next couple of series and then into Masters. A brief pause there on the stage.
Are you
Mild audio
kidding
issue.
me?
And a chance here for
EMEA haunting
the
us.
Sen crew just to lean back into it a little bit. Zekken has been
Everyone stay in your
phenomenal.
seats,
22 and 10.
bro.
It's quiet
You
in
have
the
to go
second
piss,
half,
piss
but
your pants,
We've not
dude.
really seen him equipped. We haven't really seen them get going, right? They lose their pistol.
Run
And
that shit down your
bizarre
legs, man.
Round 14, we then take a fight with Classics and take all the guns away from MIBR, forcing them onto the worst bonus you could really imagine after winning the second round.
That was a disaster round for MIBR. I'm also just looking at the scoreboard right now. John is at 13 kills, 6 deaths,
Oh,
and
sit down, your
13
legs will hurt?
assists.
Bro,
He's only died.
I'm literally young and
of the
nimble.
rounds that we played. And he's that's an insane amount of assists to have, and he has the second most kills
Sentinel's
in the
tweet about
server
me?
right now.
Oh no,
He's
they
put on
definitely said
such a
something bad,
show.
bro.
And
God
you know,
damn
maybe
it, bro.
it's making me think
They're
back to just
100%
all of the
talking
discussion
shit,
that
bro.
has been had around this team since Tens and Saucy departed.
Holy fuck!
Bring in Narrate and Bang. They make this role swap with John that on paper didn't really seem to make a ton of sense at the
Wait,
time.
it
Because
didn't
Narrate
roast
had been
me.
playing
See?
Initiator with
Okay, I'm not gonna
K4,
lie. Myung was
and
telling me like one of my
surely John
viewers
would just
were
stay
in her
central. It makes
chat,
sense with the way
and
things
then
are set up,
my
although they
viewer
swap
was
into
like
Initiator.
saying how like
And
wow, it's so
a lot
positive
of
in
people
here.
were
People say
questioning
NT
why
after
that was
something
the
goes
pace.
wrong.
They didn't feel
And then
like
Myung's
the
like, what do they
gameplay
say in
we were
Tarek's
seeing
chat?
was backing up
And he's
the
like, we
decision.
usually point and laugh.
I mean, come on, man. When you're seeing him play like this, how can you
fucked.
argue that long term this
It's actually
wasn't
fucked.
the right decision. Now, of course,
Actually,
we need to see them pass this. You know, they play this game.
What happened?
We need
Why
to see
don't
them
I
again
get
in
fucking
Toronto.
NTs?
But right now, this is some
Give me a
strong
fucking
evidence
NT,
supporting
bro.
that This is a great role for
I
him.
gotta
They
pat
have
myself
made
in
the
the
right
back all the
decision.
time, dude. I only got so many fucking
This team
pats
felt
in
like
me.
absolute well beaters when we sent them off to Bangkok.
I'm a positive person.
Expectations
How is the
were
chat?
at an all-time high.
It's because you guys are trolling, right? You guys are joking, right?
They came back.
You guys are.
And they
bro,
really
you guys,
had to
bro,
come together
you guys are
again.
just
Again, they had a bit
kidding.
of a rocky like week 2.
You guys
They
are
lost
doing
to
that,
Crew.
like-
There were definitely questions over whether
I know
this
what you
team
guys are
even
doing,
had
bro.
that form.
I know what
for
you guys are doing. It's
whether
fine.
they could
Keep it up. It's
reclaim
fine.
that.
I know what you
Yeah,
guys
we
are
were
doing.
worried that we were going to see a repeat of last year's history, where Sen get back from that first international tournament.
It's fine.
Really have a bad slump.
Miss out on that second
and it
Masters.
felt like we were getting there when Crew dominated them week 2.
Petition
And
to
then from
change
there,
GG
they
to
gathered
get
a few
good
wins,
instead of
not
good
against
game.
the strongest competition, but
Would you sign
they
this
were able
petition?
to get 3
Change
wins
the
in a
meaning
row,
of
and
GG
now
to get
they're
good
looking
instead of
better
good
than they
game.
have At any point this year.
I mean, this rematch against MIBR so far has gone off without a hitch. Let's hear from Zekin, though, and get what his read on MIBR
Of course, you
is
guys would
coming.
agree, you toxic fucks.
MIBR have definitely evolved since they picked up Verno. Obviously, he's an incredible shooter, and his util is very, very solid. I think overall, they've gotten more free-flowing. They seem a lot more confident. They're swinging and fighting and shooting incredibly well. So I think it's just been a very big boost in their confidence since they picked him up.
My humble goat giving credit where it's deserved. Ads! All right. Where's my music?
Ever as a team. Still doesn't quite seem to be able to measure up to Sentinels so far in this series. We're still in map 1, folks.
These
Round
PC
17
issues
on
should
the
have been
docket.
fixed ages ago. I
Sen
don't
have
understand
a
how a company like
6-round
Riot is
lead,
okay with
11-5.
tarnishing the reputation of their events with so many tech pauses. Like, are you guys okay with this look?
Rectified.
Well,
Can see
clearly the
backing
answer
out
is
of
they are
Six
okay
to
with this look because it keeps
Nelson
happening.
and Zekin there at the
So
end of the
don't
table,
ask
so it looks like
questions that you already have the answer
we're
to.
moving comfortably sort of through that. We'll keep you guys updated with it, but I mean, MIBR wants so much more than this. I mean, we saw those really heartfelt interview with Cortesia and Artazine in the pre-show. You know,
Stop
being
retweeting
great
everything,
here in
bro.
Americas is fine, but for
Like,
these
fuck.
guys, they have their sights set so much higher.
Yes,
than that.
retweet
And Aspas at this
everything.
point is probably getting sick of, you know, falling at that last hurdle, falling at that
All right.
hurdle and not being able to attend international. They've secured that at least.
I should go pro again.
But that top seed is definitely.
I would top
they've got
rank to
right.
drop 30. I would drop 30 in these
There's a
servers.
lot of pressure
I would
on
drop
this
30 in
team
these
too.
servers.
At the moment, they are the hope of the Brazilian scene.
Retweet.
Against all odds, it is MIBR.
Nah, y'all are fake,
Not
bro.
loud.
Y'all
who
are
the
fake,
hope
dude.
of the Brazilian scene.
Y'all are fake. And I hope you
Tons
know
of
that.
pressure. Ospas
Because a
has
real
taken
one?
his org team from the bottom of the
It's
leaderboard
ride
to
or
the
die,
top
dude.
this year.
It's ride or
It's
die.
insane
And
how
clearly,
far cry it is
you
from
ain't no
watching
fucking real ones in here,
a solo
bro.
lurking Sky on Sunset from MIBR last year just constantly get flattened and wonder not only where that team was going, but whether the Brazilian scene had the depth.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, and the best Brazilian team. I'm looking. Where's do I see Les? Do I see Sanak? No. Where is Saucy there?
You see RGL Meister?
I mean, where are they at?
Where's
That's
Nosworth?
Just the depth of talent in the scene that Ospas was able to
Everyone chill,
bring
bro.
up to create this roster to be the torchbearers for Brazil in VCT Americas. It's paid off so far, but today, at least as we stand, they have gone up against the Sentinels who are at their peak.
Tarek, we are not
riding
real.
the
You are
high
actually
of
just
beating
talking to yourself.
the
You are in a
unbeatable
coma.
G2.
Smile.
It's pretty insane stuff from this Sentinels team. So still some discussion here about how to make Bang's teammates hear him. Has anyone told him that maybe they're just ignoring him? No? All right, it's capsule voting time, folks. Sen or MIBI? Yeah! I mean, listen, the sales have been cranking on the Sen bundle. I wonder what this... almost had you with the camera flip, my friend.
In the first half.
All right, Sen bundlers, rejoice. What about you? Yeah, no. Okay, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm seeing the Zelsis sign on your hand here. You don't need to tell me twice. We are selecting very specifically for Sen fans only here, obviously.
Can we find a non-Sen jersey just to really, you know, throw them for a loop for at least 1 second?
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Everyone is Sentinels in this crowd.
Nice to see that. Valorant
Valorant is my goat.
Which is your goat bundle?
Where's the second part of that?
Pointing upwards.
There's nothing here. You thought.
Damn.
He got me. He got me.
Like that? All right,
he got me.
Fans. Okay. I like that one. Rather have me in the first half, not gonna lie. Sen bundlers. Yeah. It's mirrored, guys. I know.
It's the camera
tricky.
left.
It is tricky. All right. Look at this guy. Hits it on the first time. Confident. I mean, again, see you guys. Pizza Rex, we go for Sentinels. Every reason to feel confident about that one.
The PRX hoodie?
Sheesh.
Damn, clean.
Yeah, I mean, we are on like a 10-2. It's almost like the scoreline in this game so far.
Maybe if this was in Sao Paulo. we are Los Angeles.
Take me back, honestly. Take me back.
MIBR fans, mod check?
Not a Sen bundler.
Clean hoodie. You got the hoodie,
okay.
bro.
We've all done it.
What the fuck? He has bundle on the back of his jersey.
That's a great.
Oh,
that's a crazy comp.
Isn't that when Zelsis walked out?
Hey. Okay, fair
Bro,
enough.
other way. What are you?
City shirt. But I'm with it. Okay.
Wait, this
it
guy's
might be
trying
a
to be
bundle
like
indeed.
the evil villain. Why is he trying to be the evil villain?
The table. I know they're not just watching the feet of Bang, although you might expect them to. Maybe laying down palm fronts for the guy and he walks in the room because he's been that important for this team this year. But we are playing Operation.
What's happening under the
on our
desk?
little audio box here. Still keep you updated as things progress here. If anyone bumps their head, that seems pretty treacherous. Thank God he's wearing his shoes. I know so many players just like take off their shoes and play like that.
Now you have.
I feel for the techs who have to get in there amongst all that.
Wouldn't want to play against Bro in limbo either. He's flexible.
Was that a shot? Okay, right.
No,
I think you're making a short joke. Okay, okay. Because that's my goal.
What's the score?
If someone's
like
vertically
11-5,
challenged,
right?
I'd just say they'd be great at limbo because no, ain't on bending their knees. You know what I mean?
Actually, the walking pad again? Nah, that's fine.
We had a different idea with this. Earlier, we spoke with Aspas about his handpicked team, MIBR's growth in the year 2025. Let's take a look.
It's probably a scripted tech pause to build
I
viewership.
think we are a team that we are just improving day by day. In the start, I asked for everyone to be patient with us because we're a brand new team. But I already knew and said to the fans that we're going to improve in the year. During the year, we would only get better. The scenario is still the same, but now I don't need to ask for patience anymore because we are already playing at a good level. But I know that we can be even better.
Fuck. He's perfect, bro. He's perfect. He's perfect. Now what? He's just perfect. Fuck. He's literally perfect. All right, what song should we play? I don't know what song to play. Maybe what about New Jeans, Nokia? Let's all sit here in silence. You guys want to sit here in silence?
Well,
They got a little brother on the desk?
audio boxes, all this stuff. And by the way, we got an Oxy. He's here today.
Oh my God,
look at him.
Landed out of nowhere.
Look at him. He just showed up. He showed up in a really, really nice Cloud9 hoodie. Look at that there.
God damn. That shit
look
is
at that.
fucking loud.
Oxy, pleasure to have you here, buddy. First things first, you know, we're not done
Bro.
with the match quite yet. We're still waiting for the results.
He's
obviously,
not.
from that one, but
Oxy
just
is
preliminary, what are your
6'1".
thoughts on what you've
Everyone on the
seen so
desk
far?
is tall as fuck.
I mean, like, Zekin is
you guys
actually
are
just a
weird.
Zekin show. This guy's just insane. I'm not gonna lie. We played them in scrims. Their
Stop
entire
saying Oxy, stand
Jordan
up.
is the guy dropping 30 against us. In the match, Zekin
You guys
is
are
literally
weird.
just like God's gift to the game.
Wait, so
Showing
Celsius
everyone.
is the one dropping the 30s?
Yeah,
in
Celsius and Zekin swap.
Is Zekin like feeding in scrims? What's happening?
He's just
Swapping
chilling, you know?
accounts?
He's just playing, he's having fun.
It's just not much Zekin.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Hey, man, well, look, so far it has looked pretty good for Sentinels, but MIBR showing signs of life. Coming back on it, but Emmy, you were talking about before about the composition, what you were expecting to see. Did it play out the way that you had envisioned it when we talked last?
No,
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
It's just
I
Zekin,
fucking
bro.
knew
It's
it.
incredible. I don't know.
I
what,
fucking
what
knew
Francis
it,
thinks
bro.
about playing Yoru on this map.
I think Yoru, I think it's good against this meta because it baits out a lot of utility like
I
Teo
knew
and
it
Breach.
too,
And also
man.
it commons as well because like, you know, Teo and Breach, you just use the overall, you clear out everything, and it's also like, they just work so well together. So
Bro,
I
he's
think-
not
I
on
think
his
it's a good
tippy
change,
toes. Stop
but
saying that, dude, please.
I think the main reason
He's
is
just-
on defense,
he's
you
sitting
can
down
help
right now.
Jordan or Zelsis because he's alone a lot.
Yeah.
And you can insta-rotate TP. Yeah. Instead of Neon, you still have to run. It takes time, but yeah.
Hey, you want to take my job?
No.
Just let him coach for you.
Hey,
Would you make a good duelist?
I'm hearing right now, I want to see Oxy in the chair, losing his mind, Emmy on the stage. You know, that's what I want. I want the role reversal.
That's
You know?
crazy.
Let him stand on the
I was
desk.
just gonna say, like, one of the things that I really like about the Yoru on defense, especially, is that it masks a lot of your intent in the round. Because usually, like, if you have a Neon, you're like showing stun pretty
Bring your
early
kids
on.
to
You're like
work.
trying
What?
to take the forward fights. You're usually fighting a bit quieter with the Yoru, right? So like taking contact lines, so it forces the attackers to come into you to like seek out that info.
Yeah, and you can get on a line and then you have your TP. And what a lot of teams you'll notice do is they'll hit where the Yoru is at around
Dude, we
110.
never get
That's when
tech
his
pauses,
TP's
and
running
now in
out. That's what
playoffs,
people
it's
are
been a
doing right
lot.
now, but yeah, he just walks
Weird.
in quietly, gets the line, has the support, and then he has the fast rotate. as
Very
well.
weird.
Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of knowledge on this test. A lot of knowledge. But you know what?
Watch Marv.
Put that to the test, all right?
What?
In a simple
Yeah.
game called Where You At. That's right. The rules are
What is this guy doing, bro? Is this the final stage of watch partying? You turn the stream on and go back to sleep? Is this the final stage? Is this the final evolution? Is that where I'm headed? Fucking turn the stream on and go back to sleep.
Icebox.
Icebox. And by the way, for
Chat,
those
play
of you
along.
in the studio,
Chat,
feel
play
free
along.
to let us know. Just pop
That
off,
looks like
yell it
an
out
Icebox
loud.
one. I
Maybe they can
know.
pipe in your audio so I can hear you.
Bind halls, but it's
I think it's Fracture Spot Bind. I forgot that was even a map.
bind halls is my best guess.
Fine, that does look rather bindy. You know, I'm looking at the.
Haven.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
Like
let's
an
see.
interior room.
So we got
somewhere.
It's Haven.
Bind, we got Fracture,
It's
and
Bind.
Icebox. I'm also going with Ender on Bind. Let's see what we have. Survey says.
Fuck, it was Haven.
I
You
tricked
knew it was
myself
Haven.
out of
You had it, you
it.
had
I tricked myself out of
You
it.
worked yourself into a shoot there, brother. All right, there you go. All right, let's try another one. Let's try another one.
I've never looked up there in my life.
Yeah, I've never seen that in my life.
Fracture.
They're finding some
Fracture.
difficult spots for you. Okay, I think I might know where this is.
Wait. Oh my.
I have a theory.
Fracture is split, right? But
Split?
Well, I was going to say Icebox because it looks like a heater, and isn't there like a? No, maybe I'm trolling myself.
I don't know. I know there's like
I want to see Fracture again.
I'm gonna go Icebox.
I
That's
think
what I'm
it's
going.
Bind.
Think Bind? Okay,
it's
I'm going
Bind.
Icebox. Emmy needs at least small encyclopedia and maybe some, like
some
little
hair.
Webster's.
Some hair.
I'm on Fracture. I'm on Fracture.
I hate that. He said, I need some hair, and then Chrissy went up and was like, I'm going Fracture.
When I say that, I didn't know you'd mean as well.
Timothy Salamala here over here. Unbelievable. All right, we can say Fracture. I say Icebox. What do you say, Oxy? Bind?
Split. Dude, who knows that's there? How would you even know that? I've never seen that angle of the map.
hours a week.
I've never seen that angle of the map.
You've never threw a lineup in your life. That's all.
The fuck? Why is brother getting roasted? Bro, same team. The hell?
We got one more. Let's see what we have. This actually couldn't have worked out better. And I know there's more of a game.
That's gotta be Binds.
No.
Wait, no.
That's what I was thinking. I thought.
Oh wait, no, this might be New Ascent.
I think that's.
That was so familiar, that little green blanket.
Because I know this texture exists on Split, but it has like Dino logos on it. It's like it's crazy.
I think it's just because of the
I don't
tarp.
know.
There was like a little tarp that they added.
Oh,
on
it's the
that
new
section,
wall
I
on
believe.
Ascent. You're right.
I believe it's on Ascent. On B-side.
So we all fought different maps. You say Ascent, and we're all like, yeah, it's Ascent.
You know what's crazy? It's crazy.
I'm going with Ascent.
My second choice is always correct, so I'm sticking on Split.
Okay, you're sticking with Split. I'm going with Ascent. Oxy's going with Ascent.
I think it's Ascent, but I'm going to go Icebox.
Okay, he's going
What?
Icebox.
Just if it's Ascent, I was right.
You could be right.
Oh, wait. It is outside.
I will say though, not the area I was thinking of. So
Wait, that's not what you were thinking?
I was thinking the outside area. I was thinking the new area that was
That's the new area.
Bro, this tech
I
pause
was thinking the one
sucks.
inside.
This tech pause sucks balls, man.
Yeah.
Well, it was bright out. How is it going to be
And you know what though? I got it right, and I said it with my whole chest, and I don't care.
It feels like, I don't even know. It feels like
I'm a
a...
genius. I'm a genius. We do have one more. We have one more because it's still. By the way, in case you're just joining us, we do want to let everyone know we apologize for the delay. We're getting everything sorted on stage with our awesome team. They're getting everything sorted for now.
Breathe deep.
You like to eat meat? I love meat in my mouth.
I'm still done without that, but it's all
I'd
good.
apologize.
That's fine. I mean, you could not.
out there.
I'm the host, so I do apologize on the behalf of the show. Anywho, let's go ahead and run the next map. We got to see what we have here. Last one.
Oh, it's obviously Breeze. No, it's Pearl. I mean, Pearl. No.
This is the wait.
It's the Pearl shop, no?
Okay,
It's
now I'm getting
shop
mixed
and
up.
Pearl.
I want to say Split.
I think it's Split. That's what I was thinking because it's right in it's CT spawn.
CT spawn.
I think,
But
right?
I know there's a diet milk in kitchen on Icebox.
It's Split. It's Split.
But I
Fuck
don't
my
think
life,
this is the
bro.
kitchen on Icebox. I think this
Fuck
is
my
a
life,
coffee
bro.
shop on Split.
It's Split. It's Split.
I think it's Split.
It'll be funny if it's Breeze.
There is a little section on Breeze, but it's not a coffee shop.
All right, let's zoom out. Let's see what we have. I'm really curious. It probably is Split.
I called it!
Oh my God!
I called it!
How do you
Come
say it
on,
with your whole
bro.
chest and you get it?
No one believed.
I didn't know that was it. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know that was it.
Either.
You know, it makes sense. Pearl's, it's a small town.
You know what's that spot though?
You know what I mean? People live there.
I was thinking about that area, yes.
coffee beans?
Because that's the only place.
You could still. I'm sure the ground.
I was
is
thinking
good
about that
for the
area. I wanna
beans
say so.
to grow.
I'll say
and
sure,
whatever.
bro.
Look, I'm not a freaking agricultural mastermind.
Diet milk, or is that hard?
Beyond, how are you getting all these clips? That means you're not even here, bro.
See, that's the difference between my chat and Tarek's chat and why you want to choose me. A guy like me doesn't ban people. I don't ban people.
You will be fucking banned.
Like, after the miserable season we've had, I'm still here, bro. I'm still showing my face. As shameless as it is, I'm showing my face.
He's actually looking
The
fucking
shit
good.
that Tarek does, Tarek's mods, it's like scary out there. Devian, thank you for the 10 gifted. Appreciate you.
Oh,
Like,
fucking
you
Steam
can't say
notifications
anything.
are
It's like
on.
a dictatorship over there. Here, we're what is that called? We're democracy. We're a democracy.
What the
here.
fuck did he say? A
So
fucking
choose
who?
me. This is misogyny. Oh, here we go, Yinsu. What do you want? What? Go ahead.
No, but seriously though, jokes aside though, you have to fucking yes, absolutely, bro. There's no free speech in this fucking chat, bro. You say some dumb shit, the mods will ban you, and that's out of my control. I told them not to ban you guys, but the mods, they're running their own fucking ship here. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You guys gotta talk to them. If it was up to me, I would allow you guys to say anything. Not anything. Not anything. That's not true.
But it's going to take a little bit more than that to close this ever widening gap.
Crucially, into this round, MIBR, they have brought their economy down to nothing.
By the
just
way,
to
if you got
keep
banned from chat, DM Victor Cruz. He's selling unbans for $10.
rifles.
Mods gotta make their money too, bro.
Armor's not an ideal buy, but they do not.
The heads up, by the way.
12, but Zekin has other ideas. He is unstoppable.
Got them for 5? Oh, that's you guys,
That's
bro.
one of your bigger controllers
That's you
off the
guys.
map already. Hitting this side could be tricky. Bang catches Shenom. That's over to the A side of the map. So now confirmation that this is a real deal hit over towards C. Aspas is trying to trend forwards here, but Senna just going to give it up for now. They know that Verno has an Armageddon.
how on earth can MIBR possibly win this 3 versus 5? Narrate has an Armageddon other zone. John has a full kit. Fault line is coming in. Second is getting the info.
This is a Sin Armageddon coming in, and Arzine can't quite get out alive.
What the fuck? Bring around the Rosie, dude.
He's fucking dancing, bro.
He's doing tricks on that shit.
He's literally dancing there, bro.
He's working the pole. God damn, bro. Should I start throwing money at him? Like, what the fuck?
Going to get it to 12. John is even getting the defuse so he can have
what are we talking about?
the Rolling Thunder on top of everything else to close out this game and go to Sen's map pick split. This wasn't even their map pick, damn it. They looked this good. And they haven't even won this map yet in this stage. This is the 3rd time they're playing it and the 3rd time that they've switched their comp.
So I don't kill him and you take the bomb from me.
Shut up, Zosis! Just fucking keep the vibes up, dude.
I'm gonna instant die.
What gesture was he sending to a teammate there? He just cut off in the top of the camera. Unfortunate, really. Here it is, though. MIBR now.
Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said that, by the way.
And they've got the Rolling Thunder, Armageddon, ready to go. And a fault line that doesn't shake bang a little bit as Aspas wants to follow up. He'll throw up the fast lane and not commit just yet. Great dodge of the Rolling Thunder, by the way, and bang is ready for Aspas. He has been shut down, neutralized entirely in the course of this game, but Arzine chooses his spot well.
What a trade.
Just a little awkward with the movement.
12-5?
Oh,
wow.
For those anchoring kills.
Oh,
Bag
spikes
swings
down.
in, does get a free one of darts in, but the trades are instantaneous.
No!
Awkward.
Would have been a long climb to get his team back in the round anyway. So MIBR.
Don't say you, bro. Why do you guys say you?
It's not great. But ideally,
like,
rifles in hand and some form of armor.
let's try saying NT. Let's try. Next time, let's say NT.
Exclusively comes down
Let's
to
be the difference we want to
IGRs in
see for
deciding
once.
to go crazy.
Next time someone lives,
Find those
say
opening
NT,
kills.
smile.
And from there, they set up a man advantage post plant, trade very rapidly when the Sen players start to
The thing
swing
is, if you
back
say
in.
NT smile, it comes out sarcastic. I'm not gonna lie.
Corner to get them onto the seaside.
The smile makes it seem like you don't mean it.
All right, brick by brick, MIBR trying to build their way back into the match.
One of the major issues for them as they try to make this comeback a reality is the fact that Sen already are sitting on multiple ultimates. Taking that duel, shuts down Zekin.
Are you scared or no,
Rare,
to be honest?
Rare sentence to be spoken in this game.
No.
That's 2
Yes?
rounds for Zekin.
I said no.
Viper's pit over at B now, so that's a non-option for MIBR.
I mean, that's how I feel,
It
but
looks much more tantalizing, but
I don't know.
Like, if it was 12-11, I'd be like, fuck.
12-11 is what you wait for? All the way till then? Not even 12-8? 12-11, okay guys, now is the time to be scared. Right before.
So there's more Sen players now in attendance. Zaspas heads to drop.
Wait, Victor Cruz actually got an unban DM? I mean, Victor, make your money, bro. But like, if he's really fucked up, don't sell it.
Viper's pit is deployed, and there's Aspas. He's just one step ahead of Bang there. Down to 3. Sentinels have to dig them out.
It's going to be so tough, though. Do they feel like they're just going to save? Do they want to regroup, try to finish these stairs? No,
if you look at their ults, they're going to snowball.
Starting right?
Pickle next round. Round after that? Oh, but no.
Wait,
maybe they get the breach over there. Yeah, Tickle. And then Omino after that. And then they're going to start working on the Neon and the breach roll.
Yeah, I mean, what best they have is Rolling Thunder, and that's never guaranteed. Sometimes it's a bit cosmetic.
This motherfucker.
And Bang probably feels like
By the way, Demon 1 has been awake for 24 hours. He's currently going through it. Because his teammates, for some reason, decided it was the best decision to cut him. So he's confused right now. I mean, I'm confused too. But his teammates gotta also be confused.
Win the duels. That was never happening throughout this game. Aspas as well. He wins
we should get someone like Tex in the call. Tex, you there? Tex, I know this wasn't you, bro. I know this was not you. And even if they say it was, I won't believe them.
And then on the prior, Artzin just swings in, gets 2. Might be too little, too late, but these guys could be individually starting to come to life for map 2.
The game looks so different when the lurking Viper
Be a good friend and be there for him. I'm there for him, bro. I support him in everything he does. Watch the Demon 1 clip of me glazing him, dude. I've glazed him as hard as I could glaze somebody.
No fight for rubble from the defenders. Center stacked at B.
I glaze him any harder, might as well. Never mind.
MIBR Bloods hitting that site. The fast Neon hits early in the half at least. Now slowing it down.
I ain't saying it, bro.
Going to
I ain't saying it. That's enough. That's enough. I'm not being fucking, I'm not being turtle baited. I'm not being hump baited.
On the opposite side, the defense
I mean,
is
low-key they have
Superior's
breach
all
out
the
to
way
counter
through
the
into spawn. Doesn't
Teho
spot
ult.
anything for Sen.
So maybe it's not all
A
gonna
lot
be
of pressure
that
can
bad.
be applied to Zelsis
Like,
here, who is
they tail, then we
fairly
breach ult.
committed to this site,
Yeah.
depending on how close MIBR get.
Oh,
Depending on
I
how
don't like
quickly
that.
they can actually get onto
This
him.
guy's
He
dead.
is stunned and weak.
Yeah.
Might not be anywhere to
Hey,
go
John?
here. John has to be careful. Has
John
a
is
rolling
still
thunder, so
here.
if I
He
would have
has
set up
a-
for a flat
yeah.
retake, but look at Celsius, he stayed alive.
You little rat,
Wow.
Celsius! You little
And he
rat!
gets
Wow, he
Spike
stayed
loose.
alive.
That's a backbreaker. Now Aspas has to deal with him, and he can. But there's more where that came from Sentinels, plus that rolling thunder still. I love how
breach
Zelsis
ults.
played that, realizing that all he needed to do there was be a nuisance.
waiting.
Now, if there
He
was
had been
this,
playing
that would
within
be
his
crazy.
own smoke, drawing attention from MIBR.
That's low.
Rolling thunder comes in, Aspas is
Oh
very,
my God, team
very
five.
low,
They
and
were
in
so
comes
fast.
Zekin now. Flash to tree, wants to check
What?
it out, finds one, but Aspas at 3 health is giving
Nice.
a good account of
Ooh.
himself.
Entry.
Fando knows a strong wind would have blown him over, and he converts. It's
You heard
up to
him.
I think you
Shen.
realize now. 12
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah.
They're not aware, but now they certainly are as the door is tapped.
10 seconds left.
Shen now has the
Wow,
fight
good
to
job.
victory, and it's not
There we
to
go.
be. For the
Sweet.
first time this stage, Sentinels take Lotus.
Wow.
The map pick of
What a
MIBR.
win, bro.
Up there.
A nasty blow to strike so early in the series. And for the first time in these playoffs, MIBR have dropped
Damn,
on
bro.
map 4-0 until this point. Sen stole that one away. Zekin was on an absolute heater, start to finish. The way this map opened, if you think back, the first 5 rounds felt like they were over in, I don't know, 5 minutes or less. That duo, John and Zekin.
I mean, they're like owning hard on that. Truthfully, they're owning hard.
Flashes and stuns that John was sending out were picture perfect.
Bang and Zekin
And
fucking
that was
were
some
running
really
circles.
superb play to start off this series from Sen. Walking away massively impressed by these guys. We're going over to split next, their own map pick. MIBR, they kind of started shooting
I can
towards
sit
the
down
end,
now?
though, so maybe
Did I
they can
sit?
rally back. Yep, they definitely seem to be awake. It's too late to save Lotus, but the rest of the series still remains in question. A casual little 346
Yes?
ACS from Zekin really punctuates the point on that map. We're going to
Really?
step away, but up
All
next,
right.
Golden Boy and Analyst Desk. We're going to break down this first
Thank
map
you.
of our best of 3 to decide the top seed heading into the grand final.
Wow. Ah. You're looking small, no offense. No offense taken, bro. I don't care. It's okay. I'm not even mad at all. Thank you, we did. That's what I'm saying, dude. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Why is Zekin so good? Can someone tell me? All right, let's talk about it, actually. Why is Zekin so good? Because, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, superior intuition, superior confidence. There's no hesitation. There's less hesitation, and there's high confidence. Equals fucking demon. Because he has good support players around him and he gets paid for it. You got a haircut? I can't tell. LOL. All right.
and the team's looking a bit unlocked as well. Does it allow you to kind of push them further and maybe go for some strats you guys have in the book?
Yeah, no, super happy with how that went. We were definitely prepared. We had a bunch of stuff ready for that map. It was pretty obvious they would pick it as long as we banned Icebox.
What's for dinner? That's a good question, actually.
I wouldn't say we ever change our strats. I always expect them to be maximum confident, but definitely makes it a little more relaxing going into it, knowing, you know, they have something they earned confidence from, which was our last series.
All right, well, good luck in map 2 as well.
Thank you.
Hey, all right, chat. W Kaplan, firstly. Secondly, I would like to so then people write more toxic comments because those are the ones that get read. But they're so fun to read because like sometimes they're funny. Because low key, the PMA comments, they're not as funny. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They don't get read. Hating is funny. Fuck, what a fucked up world we live in. Smile as he was watching that match. You know for a fact Simon was hate watching on his alt, typing hella shit in chat. Can we get a fucking check-in on Simon?
But also star power fire coming out of the Sentinel side. How do you
At
kind
one
of
point he was
mitigate
420,
that,
I see.
Get the team going again and get ready for map 2.
I think we just got to be patient. They came out with they were shooting, but they were also playing a very like slow default T style, and I think we were getting a little bit impatient. So I think this is going to be one of those games that it's going to be a little bit longer, especially if they're going to keep playing slow like this. But we have to be okay with playing against teams who play slow and not get so impatient, and just kind of maintain our plan, maintain our resources a little bit more, and hopefully it'll turn out better.
Awesome insight as always. Thank you so much.
All right, so you heard Coach Father talk about maintaining the resources, all that. Coach Jimmy, got to go over to you for this one. Thoughts on that? How do you feel, especially as we get ready for Split?
I mean, they're getting used to a new style, slowing down. That's exactly why they pick Yoru, to slow it down, right? So like he said, he's just got to get used to it. He's got to put that through to his team. He's got to talk.
What was I
speak to
doing?
them
I lost my train of
Be more
thought.
patient, wait for the
I wasn't doing
opportunities,
anything.
don't try and force anything.
Yeah, that's going to be a difficult one, though, because it feels like Ender Sentinels doing everything they can to force those mistakes out of MIB.
Yeah, I think Sentinels play a really well thought through, controlled style of game that becomes difficult. But I know you wanted to talk about Split, Ivy. Give me the sauce on what Sentinels are playing.
Well, I think Sentinels just need to control B main. So with this comp, funny story. I'll give a funny story. G2 played this comp against them. Smashed them, Sentinels stole it, Sentinels played us, smashed us, we stole it. So all three of us knew how to play this comp, and that's how the meta came around of this comp.
Well, there you have it. You see the genesis of the meta coming about here from Cloud9, from Sentinels, and most importantly from G2 at the origin point. Very interesting to see how this all is going to shake out. Of course, we've got Split coming up right after this. Can we get a map 3? We'll find out after this short break.
We're adding anything to emotes now? What do you mean?
Abilities are. We're making some changes to Tejo. While agents are
Yeah,
meant
that's
to
my
change
boy
how you
right there.
strategize around the game, and abilities are what make Valorant Valorant. Our goal is to ensure that the game still feels like a tactical shooter first. So when certain synergies and ability overlaps move us away from that goal, it is important for us to correct.
1 rocket per charge? Oh, fuck. 1 rocket per charge, 2 charges? Oh, fuck, they broke him.
Important for us to correct them. Since Tejo's release, we've watched players master the use of his rockets, and over time, we've seen enemies feel that their options of counterplay are limited, and that misplaying often leads to checkmate scenarios. His ability to use rockets on cooldown throughout the round from safe distances has felt unhealthy. So we'd like to bring Tejo a little closer to our other initiators that require more vulnerable positioning when using abilities and make decision-making around his rockets more intentional and meaningful.
You have to be much smarter about it, but I guess the biggest thing is that it's 1 rocket per charge. People are saying he's done for, though. And there's no cooldown, yeah, so you just fucking save it. Yeah, you can't use it to take map control and post plan. You have to use it for 1.
IBR team were the most successful team not playing the meta, and now they are. They have ended up in the exact same, well, not exact same, but you know, they are at least in the top 3, so same
Is it that bad though?
As kickoff.
Is it really that bad? I guess the fact is the biggest thing the cooldown.
But they keep the classic, you know,
Is the biggest issue the cooldown?
That's something worth keeping eyes on. The Jet.
The rechargeable was big, that's true.
On the Jet, while still
But that was the reason he was broken, though.
Rough first map.
I mean, wasn't the rechargeable the reason he was broken? Arguably.
But Split has been very good for MIBR so far in stage 1. Undefeated, but against some.
But then they took the rechargeable away. Oh fuck! Match is live, by the way. Took the rechargeable away, and also made it only 1 charge or 1 rocket. It's double nerf. Maybe they should have just done one of the 2.
Somewhat weak. Zealous is very low, susceptible to even just a single shot.
I don't know. Maybe not though.
But is punished for a double swing.
It seems like it's not. It's pretty tough. We'll talk about it again
This
later.
now puts Sen at a player advantage, and they're slowly encroaching their control of Heaven. Cortezia playing a bit further forward towards B main to try and cut second off.
His ult also cost 9, yeah, and his drone costs more. I saw. And you have to buy the fucking Uso.
Look at the timing he's found.
The second charge.
Not sticking around quite long enough. Verno takes a tap to the shoulder here as Sentinels are going to get about it now. Verno and Artazine have to dig in now. Time is short, but Sentinels have the numbers to spend. Here's a tap.
How have we done this?
Bro, that timing that Zach took on the B like when the Omen turned around to flash. With the noise they created, bro, that was gorgeous. He waited so patiently and then he went after the util.
Like he came perfectly after they threw util?
Yeah, like the Omen, like he was like triggering him.
I didn't see it all.
He was aware. And like the moment they started
oh, I see. The moment they started running in, he like picked the perfect time to flank. I see.
Yeah.
He got 4. Holy fuck.
And there was a little moment where Cortez...
Dude, he's so fucking in there.
I mean, yes, it
I need to
is
focus.
the high percentage play. Relax.
What was I even looking at? I was watching, but
do such a great job of setting him up for success.
Hold on, I'm refocusing. I'm refocusing.
Attention to Heaven, allowing him to flank through B main.
Aspas Sheriff, Shannon Sheriff.
Just as
Let's
electric
see.
as he left us on Lotus.
A dimensional drift for the bonus. What a tantalizing prospect for the defenders. MIBR here are grouped up, even Cortesia joining them after
Drone
early presence on the
120.
B side. Johnny might have a decent timing to send this off on. He's one player testing the wall, and call comes out that there might be some action from MIBR hitting A. They are biding their time now, but off a fault line.
It's full A
He's going to
hit.
try and be the starter's pistol
Counter
for
stun?
MIBR. In we go. Smoke over towards heaven side here. Fault line came out.
Good
from the
rockets.
defender side. That's
One
John
stun.
trying to
Oh
slow them
fuck.
up. Narrate,
One
rather,
stun, rockets, and the hit
getting ahead
stun.
of that smoke in screens.
Wait, what?
That's my talk button. They counter stun, then put rockets, and the hit stun.
Engagement.
Like the like they stopped them completely.
Yeah.
Sen have everything covered, playing those long range angles with the superior guns.
Why do you guys just spam that though? You guys are freaks, no?
So strong today.
30
If they can win their
seconds.
map here, they'll be headed to the grand finals with
They're
that
doing the 100 Ds right now,
significant
chat.
The sheriff
fan
on
advantage
Aspas
going
and
up against
to
whichever
work
team
with.
wins the lower
Yeah,
final.
it needs to get one.
A
If
lot
they
of
want a
trust being put in
chance.
John and Narrate here. Sen have
They're just
not
not giving
rushed
them
to
anything.
reinforce them on the
they're
A
playing
side.
very disciplined.
A lot of this util still at their
Here we
disposal.
go.
Maybe two discipline.
Zelsus maybe had a timing.
Yeah, I might give him too
Maybe
much
two
space.
discipline.
They gave him too much space, maybe?
Yeah, they too much space.
They did. Oh my god, the fact that he got another.
Oh my god, they gave him too much space.
Wait, they actually did give him too much discipline. Fuck.
That was too much discipline.
Set second off kilter. And it's Bang's Bulldog that needs to bark
Oh,
and
this
bite
is
in equal
tough.
measure now.
This is hard.
Does have a couple weak players who get easy
Oh,
kills
it's not
against
planning for
one of
heaven,
those
though.
Cortesia.
Shenum gets clear of
Wolf
that
flank?
paranoia.
Does he expect that?
Bang instrumental. For the Sen team so
Oh, he
far.
guessed
They're running
wrong.
to playoffs.
If he flicks spawn, there's no way though. That'd be impossible.
No, that would
Key
be
thrifty there for
crazy.
MIBR,
Yeah,
and once
that's
again
right.
Cortesia trying
That
to
was
get
like too
motivated.
much space though. They were
Waits
like
out the
hella
moment for the
scared.
perfect
Yeah,
free
I agree.
backstab to close out that round after hitting a really
Arguably, they
fantastic
closed
stun
this.
in
They like
1v1
closed the
against
distance
Seki
too
in
easily.
heaven.
Yeah.
Players backside, you mentioned it, they were left on their lonesome, so much trust placed in them, and they just couldn't come up in that situation.
Let's try. Stand? Not yet, guys.
No
Show.
info really for Sen. Just how far into mid had MIBR gotten, they just couldn't tell.
Has Cortesia really turned into the hype man for MIBR or what though? Every time they're finding success,
Eco,
he's been the
one
guy
ghost.
standing up, screaming, getting out of his chair.
Orb, yoink.
Early play for the B-side orb, and in
Oh, they saw him. And
insertion by Zek, and he's actually already looking to wrap around them. So MIBR,
good counter paranoia.
they're on a timer,
Viper Molly.
and they know it.
Good Molly.
Pushing over towards his A side now. It's going to be Aspas.
We have a 3 here.
And Personal focusing on Bang. Deals to the controller. Narrate still tucked behind that kiosk. But doesn't know
Oh my
when to
god,
swing.
Celsius.
It's on the move. Celsius gets
think?
completely
What
caught
the
out.
fuck?
John had no choice but to swing that. Also dinked a
Wait,
second player.
there I got a
Verno
kill
goes low
too.
after that encounter.
Wait, that was crazy by John.
The classic is a long way from the action, and Zen
He almost timing him on the jump.
Oh my god, that got with the jump.
Yeah, we're at 7 HP.
Sorry, I was trying to refresh.
They slowed things down, allowed a moment for Aspas to work through both of his cloud bursts, pop out, engagement against Bang, wrap around elbow. The rest
This
of
is a
them
seeding
flooding.
match,
little bit of
yes.
damage done,
Both
but
teams are
overall,
qualified. The
clean
game
and
after
definitely
this,
a look
G2
at what
versus
their typical A
EG,
hit is going to be
they're
looking
playing
like as they
for
go
a
forward,
spot.
gonna play around the jet that they've got.
What the fuck? They spelled Lotus wrong. I'll say it.
Not sure who
Oh my god, they did. I didn't even notice.
Well, MIBR, they say, why not go A again? It's worked 2 times in a row.
Yeah, obviously, good point. Emma, Sen
Oh,
off, going
spam?
up ahead in these first halves. There's Bang with the
No,
spray. Aspas
what?
down.
Wow.
That happens so often. Oh, Omen.
Stunned up by Artisan,
It happened.
still able to deal with the
Nice job,
And there's John.
dude.
This is looking a lot cleaner for Sentinels now,
Incredible.
as Zelsus will be on this angle and sees the
Oh
barrel
my
first.
god, I don't even blame
Still
Zelsus.
doesn't
Like,
have
what the
him in
fuck was
fight.
that?
Narrate just
Yeah,
knows he
that
needs
was
to
a
leave.
crazy
The
That's
fuck was
decision from
that?
him. He's not trying to take the engagement. Come to him.
Oh my
but
God.
It doesn't matter.
Chat, I know we see it happen often, but I feel like it's fine.
loose.
I feel like the
John
stuns are
GT.
fine, right?
Studiously.
Like, arguably, maybe we could take away the crosshair, but I feel like we don't have to change it.
Just has a free haircut handed out.
I think it's
Reverse
fine that
mohawk,
randomly
sorry,
people
mate,
get
you
kills
can't
while
choose.
stunned. Even though it doesn't feel so random, it's like every
Shenum
time.
at 16. Gun barrel protruding. Zekin cleans him up,
Yeah.
and that's Sen exiting the round with 3 rifles.
It's like the classic
Bang
having
on
a
the
right click.
Is just in his element. That is where he thrives.
Bang, the
Feels like when
anchor.
you watch him sometimes, he just has 360 vision. I mean, in this moment, he just starts off with, I mean, listen, in this one, it's just a little crazy
They're just, like,
cosmetic
in good-
stun.
I don't know,
On
like,
the third, he swings.
headspace
he
is
sees
good.
the teleport animation from
Yeah.
Cortez. He calls out he's going into the smoke.
They're playing clean.
Spam him down.
Try not to die.
Kaplan probably a little frustrated about the encounter there in heaven. It definitely worked against Zelsis, even though he had the drop. He'll put it behind him now, I'm sure, as we have an even game. And a Dimensional Drift, of course, that second build really early has still been held back.
What? I can't see it.
Now we've seen 3 rounds in a row where MIBR were 5 stacked, pushing up towards A. On this one, Zekken opts to play forward. He has that gate crash back to get out towards screen, so he wants to take the engagement and leave.
Dude, I can't believe he sprays him, bro.
That is the ideal
Like,
situation
wow.
for the duelist with
And
a
like,
getaway mechanic.
he shot like 4 or 5 bullets before Aspas reacted, it
So
felt
he did
like.
back to screens off the gate crash.
Yeah.
After having taken that first pick. Ooh.
Wow.
I feel like it's because like he was
on that
further
corner.
away from the wall in the orb he sees him first. Because if you're close up to the wall,
Sentinels
like,
have
it
sniffed
takes
this
so
out.
long for you to see them.
Can they snuff it out?
Like he has a better field of vision.
Crash, by the way.
Yeah, like the orb. I swear the orb like disappears quicker for you.
What? Insane.
Damn, that thing's got a mind of its own. Still over an A though is Zekken. Cortezio, not aware of it. It is fake. I would freak out too. That is a proper jump scare. He seals his nerves. He might go over to A. He's considering it from the shadows here. Doesn't have any other reason really to be here outside of selling stuff. He's going to smoke that heaven side. TP to A. Zekken,
Wait,
Zekken,
they didn't clear sight at all. Oh, he didn't hear him.
Cortezio gets to appear and he's mixed and take him down.
10 seconds.
That was Bang also trying to get some info. Doesn't confirm
Oh wait,
Shadow's
let's delay.
position.
5 seconds.
And that Armageddon's going to make this painful. Dying seconds of the round.
Nice try. They even blasted front sight.
3 up now.
Oh, this
MIBR,
fucking
and we're
old.
even in numbers.
Let's
It's
go
an
out.
Armageddon for screen. This is a scary
Oh, it's
prospect that John
fucked.
Ender
He tried running. Oh, it's fucked. That was a really good ult.
to the Tail ultimate.
That was really
But all of a
good.
sudden,
I
things
always
have
see it
turned
there
awful
too on
quick
screens, but the
against
tail
Sentinels.
is so good.
Yeah.
Bang into the 1 versus 3.
Damn,
So
nice
much to
try.
Clear towards ramp. Working slowly. Time is dwindling. At the moment, Verno doesn't have any more utility to throw down, but that's how
Wait, so chat, the Tejo nerf is gonna be in effect for Toronto, right?
Next to impossible.
I know. Bang
Nice
gets
try.
his
You
one.
gotta kill. Yeah.
That's all it'll be. Hard fought round, but MIBR post for their 3rd hero
Yes.
split. Sentinels get a little bit turned around.
So like, there's gonna be like a meta shift going into Toronto because you would expect teams won't use Tejo as much.
Hilarious in the mid round.
But people are saying no.
Second gets the fake TP to jump scare Cortesian B main.
And then
Oh,
Cortesian
it's
goes
not gonna be in
jump scare
Toronto.
for jump scare. No.
Oh, I
it
see.
would've been jump scare
It's
if
after
he was
Toronto.
there.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's scary when he pops out and shoots him in the
Okay.
side. And then the rest of the team get in. Verno,
It was just revealed, I see.
Fantastic utility after the fact.
I mean, that Omen ult was, that Omen ult was
drag that back.
nasty work. And potentially Cortesi is far enough away that he doesn't see Zekken on the site, because MIBR don't have perfect information about where the Yoru is. Or he does see him there and six it anyway, because he's got balls of steel. We won't know. Of course, heading to a timeout now. Call here from Sentinels to try and stabilize things a little bit, because they've got enough to work with. They can buy it again, and of course, Zekken still is holding on to that first dimensional drift he's developed.
Yeah, they just haven't been in any kind of big retake situation where he's been able to use it.
What was
That would
that?
primarily
I didn't
be the
see.
time. And then as we've seen, you're trying to sync that up with some of your breach utility.
Stand up,
saving
chill,
utility
man.
When you're getting back
It's
in.
actually kinda hot.
That has just
Even
not
the AC
been
on
a
fast.
scenario that Sentinels have found themselves in at the moment. They're going to be fully investing into this round. Economy completely on the line here. This is an opportunity for MIBR to really surge into an early lead. This is a round that should be good for 2 if they can take it. They have a Viper's Pit for after they get the spike down. And at that, look at Artzin. If they can just get him 1 orb, he'll have the Rolling Thunder to take the site. That's just an ultimate 1-2 to get the round win.
Look at that A-main control that you can get as attackers behind the Viper walls. Definitely on the cards to get that ultimate into the right hands.
I'm back. Fuck. I'm sorry. Wait. Never mind.
Verno's going to get the information.
Chat,
from
no
MIBR
joke.
that
I think
no one is
50 me
actually
takes out a
playing close
gorilla.
from Sen.
50
They're gonna
Terex
be
take out a
wary about
gorilla.
that, given Zekken was happy to
I'll
take
say
those
it.
close engagements on a prior round. So you
But no
have
joke. It comes down to the
make sure
last
that you're clearing
49 of me get taken
Clear
out.
timing for Zekken. Clones himself down ramp side, but Chenom is already rather ahead of this. Tucked now, just inside A-main.
The last guy. It comes down to the last guy.
Have a sense that that's the only part of that area they don't have info on.
Is it okay if I eat while I watch?
So the question is, when does Shenum decide to activate? For now, he's more than happy just to be inserted.
No? Alright, my
The
bad.
rest of his team
I go fuck myself
sets
then.
up for a hard and fast hit. Aspas with the blade
I'll just
storm
sit
now.
here
They're going
and
for
start.
it. John spots it out early. Here comes the util flood. John affected by the fault line now, but the salvos come down.
He got 2 blast kills, by the way.
What? 2 with the aftershock. Ah, yes. All about that gunplay,
Wow.
folks.
The
A lot of
utility.
util eliminations here
Do they
for Sen,
expect
but they're still
second?
cut down to 3.
Probably
Seconds
not.
patience, though,
Ooh.
pays
Yeah.
dividends. He
Save
shut down that A presence, and now
or
Verno
he's going
doesn't
back to
know
B?
where to go.
Seems like
Saving.
he's just going to try to double back over towards
I can eat.
B.
Wait, guys, can I eat for
Sentinels
real or no?
Had such a read on the situation on the map there,
Yes, sir.
stacking up the 3 towards B. All of that util ready to deny.
They didn't even need to use any of the ults there
Yes?
to win.
And it
Okay.
did come
Why
in from
ask? I was just being
MIBR.
polite. Like, fuck me for asking, dude.
Utility kills.
They what?
They didn't need to use any
They
of
don't
their
want to save
ults.
here.
They still have Euro ult and breach
Nothing
ult.
really more to do.
Yeah, it's actually big. I need to see how they got the blast kills. Because those guys must be throwing util,
Shot
right?
through the wooden wall there.
I think he
Catches
Viper Mob
MIBR because they're
when,
held in place by the
Neri
Teo
got,
salvo.
or John KT
John's
got
able to get that
contact.
salvo off while he's being
He
full lined and being
aftershot and
pushed by the jet.
Viper Molly.
Yeah, I want to
Look
see
at
this on
this.
the replay
Look at the
again.
salvos.
Viper Molly.
Oh, he
Oh.
Oh,
to it.
he peed in it.
That is
He blasted there? They both went into the smoke? Oh my
slowly
god.
glides
That's
down
crazy.
into it.
Breach Teo.
Tragic.
Pretty good.
That was crazy good.
Pretty good.
That's actually crazy, yeah.
I don't know if the Teo needs to get nerfed. Maybe we can maybe we can stop the nerfs that are coming.
Dude, everyone's talking about Teo nerf, Teo nerf. How about a fucking jet buff, dude?
If you're
Let's get
initiating
real,
a code,
man.
then maybe not.
MIBR trying to refight through the dark cover one way over towards B main. Second again is just pressed up on A. Has had an out.
Everyone wants to see Jet thrive.
Kills in this series so far. He had 7 on
Nice
that
shot,
one.
second.
Already has like 3 here, 2, 3, something like that. It's pretty nuts,
And
man.
that's the Yoru difference. He can play that loose end and actually challenge the enemy lurker because he has the ability to gate crash out and still be relevant later on in the game. He's got dimensional drift as well. Should there be a need for a retake at B, but there just hasn't been. No, Cortesia. Well, that's not fun at
I'm
all.
just dancing on them.
He's like, I'm out of here. I think
Nah,
I've,
they've been actually like
I've lost enough face on this B side of the map for now.
some of these
so
guys
that's
have been
mid-control
moving with the
that
drone, bro.
MIBR
I'm not
are
gonna
take.
lie. It's actually annoying as fuck.
Artin's
It
going to
looks
throw
like.
out that fault line towards the A side, try and feign some presence so he can pivot back to the other 2 players he's got in heaven. Go for this
well.
B split, but Sentinel prepared. They have 3 players here. The stun from Narrate into the salvos.
Good stall.
Everyone in heaven at bay. Cortesi is not going to have a moment to help them B main just yet.
Rolling Thunder comes in.
Counter breach
Aspas
ult.
first to the side now.
Oh,
There's
he got
John, who
out.
just can't
And
hang in that
Neri
duel.
died.
The deck is stacked
They know Bang
against
plays
him.
here.
The Zekin's looking for a
Yeah.
royal
The
flush
rotate.
here from this high ground. It'll take
Bang.
one.
Wow. He gets one.
Wow,
He
he
gets
gets
He
2!
can't be shifted.
Nah, Zekin being here and Bang getting kills is insane,
Zekin,
man.
okay, shorty action,
Yeah.
fair
Wow.
enough.
Oh my god, bro.
Wow, that was
If they just
insane.
tossed Bang off the Titanic, they would never have hit that iceberg. That thing would have stopped dead.
He ain't getting two there was criminal.
He is, I mean, it's...
The
I'm speechless when I'm
anchor.
watching him
Bang
on
the
defense
anchor.
side. There is no one like him in these situations. This is a guy who came into a place...
What am I eating? I'm eating a
one
wrap.
of the all-time greats of the game. And I don't want to say he replaced him one-to-one. He just brought his own brand of greatness to the Sentinels team. He's a different kind of controller player and an utterly amazing one.
And 100 Thieves are still reeling from that loss.
I love Narrate a lot, man, but he dies in the most ridiculous ways. Narrate's my fucking goat, bro.
Set up in a very aggressive line, but he feels like he's
I know I have a
overstayed his
lot of
welcome.
ghosts these days, but I fuck with Narrate heavy, bro.
Things slowed down for MIBR initially.
Zalsas? That guy can kick rocks.
Coming through from the 2 initiators.
Lovingly, of course.
On the defensive side.
Zalsas gets too much shit, but he's just trollable, you know?
But John knows now is the time to drone. This is when they could be walking up.
He's actually, unironically, a very important part of the
Any
team.
of those other players, however.
They know now. They absolutely know now. They know the breach. Teo both here.
None
John
of them are shooting.
death-defying
They
stun
could have
hits
killed him.
across A main, and this has slowed down a lot for MIBR. They have that insert of Cortesia to prevent them from being flanked, so they're not
Where's the
on a
salad you were
huge
talking
time.
about? Well, no one
They've
said they were
got
getting a
options.
salad, so I got a wrap.
Still 45 seconds or so to pivot back, which is what they're intending on doing now, going back to the sewers as Cortesia wants to get that control of B main. He's got it all alone. Oh, what a first
Wow,
kill
what a
for Artsy
shot.
to find. to accelerate into B heaven though, and I love this reposition for
Three.
Bay. He kills Cortezia here, Senna in a great position.
The Teo Breach are also out on the B side, but as they move, it does
Nice.
we get another one.
Nice.
Bang. He's always in
Nice.
such a ready spot.
Wow.
And Narrate's found 2. That should be enough
They
to
heard
slow
him, they heard
MIBR
him.
up and even the odds.
Oh!
Shen is sharp, man.
He went turret mode.
Sharp as they come. And
Yeah.
now Zekin at 11 and
No!
3. Cannot
Wow.
convert.
He turned around
Yeah.
last second.
It actually fucked his like aim up, right?
Kills to even up
The
the
model
game again.
turning.
I mean, listen, we give a lot of well-deserved hype to.
Do you struggle
Cortezia
shooting
and
people in the
Bruno,
back?
some of the best
Or is it
rookies
easy for
coming in
you?
this year, but Shannon has been
Sometimes. After
Sometimes?
doing crazy,
for
after doing like
MIBR,
crazy shit,
not even
like yeah.
close.
After
He's
guys
been
like
the one
moving like
getting
side
them
to side,
crucial
jiggling
first
an
kills
angle.
at times.
Yeah.
It's
That
like
kill
yeah.
onto
It's not that
Bang
easy,
there,
low key, right?
Mega
No.
impact. Bang played that situation so well, pivoting into B main,
See?
catches out Cortezia.
Anyone could miss, chat.
Has the perfect angle to be able to kill Shannon, but he's just so fast.
Oh, you shall not pass there, Zekin. Oh, the audacity of
Wow.
it. Doesn't pay off.
He just walked out with no util.
Pick up the angle immediately.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
clear, but
Doesn't work out for him
Uh-oh.
either.
But he didn't
Forced
kill
away
him.
by all that util. Now he realizes there's a lot more than just a couple players
Swarm.
here.
Swarm.
The whole kit and caboodle for MIBR having to deploy on
Nary.
the side of the map, and Ezra
Oh,
dropping
the
down.
jiggle from
Optimus
Dawn
down.
is nice.
Defeated by the high-low setup,
Yeah.
and Bang.
The flank though, did they
gets
aware
in
of it?
behind them. There's no
Wait.
way Verno's going to be ready for this.
Is that might be our
There's
no
a double
Domino
flank.
thing?
Timing, he has his moment. He has a
There's
window.
a double flank.
And a bullet with Verno's name on it.
Oh, he had to
Cortezia
live.
too low to stand.
John's alive. Double peek.
And now Shannon, star player for this MIBR
Oh.
outfit.
Wow, the crunch.
Wow.
Wow, man.
That was such good teamwork. That
Wow.
was such good teamwork.
Just
It's
a
insane.
wry smile. Kind of feeling like he knows he's him right now. That teleport into B main to just encircle all of MIBR was perfect, and prior to that, Sentinels using their utility to just flood out of heaven, catch the perfect timing window where they're fighting MIBR while they're trying to get out of main.
Oh
Before
my.
they even have any space.
This though, this
Oh
is the kind
my,
of match
oh
we were
my.
hoping for on Lotus. MIBR and
Great
Sentinels
stream
both
so far,
delivering.
Tarek. Really enjoying it. Shut the fuck up, bro.
MIBR here have been
That's
knocked
positive
down
shit outta here.
economically. And Zekin,
Keep it to yourself.
justifiably, has gone and
Zelsus
picked
is
up
0
the
and
outlaw
8?
now.
Wait, how the fuck is also 0 and 8? What's happening?
MIBR just waiting for this cloud to drop.
Lucky.
Forward, Zelsus is caught. He's actually feels like he had to go forward. Now he's stuck in the corner. He's being
Here's a flash,
amplified.
bro.
Damn if he do, damn if he doesn't.
Oh my god! There it's like, here's a flash. Here's a flash, pup.
Takes a little bit of
Good
damage, but
luck.
he's happy enough to at least even the odds. Mid control still in place for Sen, and that's a pick
all
on
I
the
got for
extremity.
you.
Second was waiting for Cortezia to lurk up.
I like picking up the scoped weapon to control B main because most
Okay.
rounds it's only pin
This is not
Cortezia.
nice
They're
towards
just
Zelsus.
contact taking it.
This
so
is
it's
not
with
nice.
the prior one. It's just so easy for Zekin.
Bro, he's a veteran of the
Scrappy in
squad,
early
bro.
round. I mean, a couple players.
He's
there,
contributing
Zelsus,
to the
Osmos
team
getting really
in other
out of
ways.
position, both being punished.
Because he
for
has
it.
0 kills doesn't
But
mean
ultimately,
shit,
this is
dude.
just a save
You
round
guys
for
are all
MIBR.
about the
They don't
stats, bro. It's
have the
cringe,
weaponry,
dude.
The resources to actually make something happen.
It's really cringe, man.
They know they're walking into this fault line either way. Zekin now can turn his attention heaven side. MIBR are trying to condition the single player in B main, so they mixed it up in the previous round, but it should be pretty straightforward stuff from here on out.
Only 20 seconds. Verno gets the rifle, but ultimately won't be.
Even
able to
my
do
ass would have a kill
much
by now.
with it.
Retweet. I would have a kill by now.
That is just
I'll
going
say
to
it.
clear heaven side of B. Sentinels dotting their eyes, crossing their T's. And MIBR have to take another L. But this, like you mentioned, was a bit of a save round. Sen, though, threatening still 8 rounds in this half on defense side would be pretty devastating. MIBR got to find one of the next 2 at least.
Coming into this one, they're going to have a fair amount of ultimates to play with. Artzin is 1 away from a rolling thunder.
Checking
right
his
now.
map while he's killing people.
Yeah.
And they've still got that Viper's Pit from Shenum if they can get into a post-plant situation. But Sen are stopping them from even getting there because they're playing
Zekin's
so
laughing at Zelsus for being 0 and 9.
in flood situations.
Zekin's like, you still haven't got a kill? He's like, nah.
There's a couple things to look for here from MIBR.
He's talking about that one round where he was like, you didn't want to get the kill.
Now on the B side, just
Yeah,
to
that's
set
actually
Cortezia there.
true.
And you've seen
That's
them
actually
try and throw
true.
a variation every now and then. A couple rounds ago, it was the whole
My
team.
God, Zekin is
That's
bullying
what went
him.
wrong for Zekin early. So he picked up an outlaw just to try and hold against that kind of contact play that walk up. Mid is the weak point for Sentinels right now. Delsa's not able to get much done in mid, getting hit with that util flood that's frustrating even for the best player. So he has not been able to find a
Tarek,
kill
you're
yet
so
this
funny.
game.
Please don't lose your teeth.
Basically, a
What?
pink ward.
Yo, Tarek, if a team called you up to be a pro Valorant player, would you take
I
it?
did not even notice that he's sitting on the goose egg right now because it hasn't
If
really
Sentinels
felt
needed
like
me,
it hasn't
I
been
would
a
be there for them.
detriment. So
That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
He's a, you know, he's been a very good psych for Cam.
Would we win? Who fucking knows? But it'll be a hell of a fucking show. I'll guarantee you that. I'll guarantee you that will be a hell of a show.
The extremities. I think that the threat of the Outlaw was too much there, and they're getting ruined by Zekken over at A. So definitely
I can't promise
though.
I thought changes across there.
Towards the mid rounds here. But Sen have been very good on both those sides.
Zekken and Bang are competing, and John and Narrate are competing.
All right, the two just have.
He's also in a race of his own.
Yeah.
He's also in his own.
Tells you, by the way, who's just been playing so much Omen as of late. Started.
Nah,
we only
this
really
is
saw
fucked.
him on Sentinel,
This
and now
is
he's been
fucked.
playing a ton of controller for this team. And specifically when they have these Viper looks on maps that they've been playing very frequently, and he has been putting up outrageous numbers.
Yeah, I mean, double controller's making its way into MIBR's map pool a lot more.
Bro's laughing a little too
Xbox is
hard.
obviously the best example of this, but now on split 2.
Like coming
I
into
mean,
this
bro, if we
series,
can't
in
laugh
the
at it, what are we
playoffs,
gonna do,
Cortezia
bro?
actually has the highest stats of any.
That was also by a judge. I'm not gonna
Really
lie.
bizarre.
If I was, I would get a judge
I mean,
too.
obviously the sample size is incredibly
I would-
low. It's only been a couple maps, but
even so, I mean, you've got
Because like
amazing
sometimes you have to
Omens
judge it
here in
out,
the
bro.
league. Bang,
That's why the judge exists.
King sometimes.
When you
Like
have
this.
0 kills 10 rounds into
Lot
the
of
game, you get a
fantastic control.
judge.
Som.
All right, so the one way is going to be thrown down by Bang, who has just had absolute control of the B side of the map.
Whoa, no
It's been a
shame?
brick wall that MIBR cannot break through.
I wish there was
Again,
like
that
a
condition
child
about
lock
that
on.
right V
Oh,
hold being
hold on.
broken again. This time Bang not quite as aggressive though.
40
as Zekken
seconds,
was
by
on
the
that part
way.
of the map. But the initiators are a long way away for
They
Sen.
have to go B.
They're gonna breach
There's
all.
no other way.
The gate
Yeah.
crash isn't close to B either, so it's not like Zekken can get there quickly.
Wait,
This is a
it's
situation
the tail
where Bang
rockets.
just needs to get
That's a
out,
big
but he
kill.
can't. He stays
That's a
in
big
and
kill.
gets hairs up. No
What?
one can even trade.
Cancelled. Oh my god, he smoked him out.
Tried to get
20
past that,
seconds.
takes
Run
out
through the
one.
smoke. Oh wait, why'd you peek?
Momentum definitely been slowed up.
Good stun.
MIBR
Come
didn't
through the
get
smoke,
away.
pussies. Catch these fucking hands, dog.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck. It's a fucking massacre out
Plus the
there.
aftershock. These MIBR an
What the
absolute
fuck are
bloody
Maiden
shambles
Bathroom
with no time
doing?
left. Verno's
What the fuck was this? Wait, Dawson got a kill.
gets on the board as well.
It's 5v5.
Given a millhouse for Sen City.
The management
That
of
tail
their
ult was really
utility
good.
has really been sublime. Every time the hit is coming in from MIBR, they are
That was a
getting
crazy TP out of Bang.
multi-stunned.
He TP'd
All of the
into the
damage abilities are
aftershock,
being thrown
killed
at them in
Aspas, and
those
then ran out
moments.
of the aftershock.
Aspas is in
Did he
on
get
an
into the
island.
What was that TP from Bang?
Yeah.
It's a TP of, this is literally the only place I
Oh my
can
god, it must have came after.
And no one is able to trade onto him. And then 25
Nah, John
seconds
is
they
the
have to
fucking
get in.
goat.
John is throwing a
John
stun
is
at
the
them.
fucking goat.
They're so cooked.
That Armageddon, I've got to say, from John is so
Why
important.
is also standing?
Once again, it's a
Brother,
fast hit on B for MIBR.
keep your hands where I can
to
see
the
them, dog.
initiator util.
Shenum has been sitting on this Viper's pit for eons at this point. There has not come a
It's become
post-plant
fossil fuel.
situation.
It's been
He
so
got a
long.
kill, I saw.
There is no opportunity for him to even use it. Because Sen are stuffing them at the choke, getting in, flooding together.
Zekken do the flash results
effectively.
to finally
Here's the
get.
adaptation for Sen. They now just sort of pull out a mid entirely, bring Zelsus back onto the A side. This will allow MIBR to
What a
to have
jiggle by
great
John
start.
again,
They're
bro.
pretty busy
I'm
there, but
Master John
Sentinels
Glazer, I'm not gonna lie.
re-establish that control. And this is going to bleed the clock.
I mean, they're playing
further
well,
and
bro.
further.
They are,
Everything
man.
they're doing is just like
He's
so
pushing
good.
all the way out of A, gets all of the information.
What the
as
fuck
to
is that flash? You
back
saw
of
that?
MIBR. Yeah,
That
they
was a
are
crazy
for
flash.
real
What?
I
splitting
mean, that was a
B,
little bit of a wager
and
right
everyone
there.
can stack up to stop them.
Special delivery does force John away, but Bang is going to do his thing. Because only Bang can.
It's perfect timing, bro. You see that?
That timing was insane, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god!
Holy
Holy
fuck!
fuck!
Bro, Suns are looking too nice, bro.
The last several rounds.
Oh
Bang
my
is
god,
on.
bro.
His defensive
They're all
play
using Phantom too.
is
Nice, boys. Let's go.
just on a totally different level.
Holy
Watching
fuck, this
the way
is
he
scary.
positions himself, how cerebral he is.
We're
as to where
playing
the
too good,
utils
I'm
coming
fucking
at him, where
terrified,
players
I'm not
are
gonna
coming at
lie.
him from, and then the floods from Sen. They are so on point right now. This playoff run has been incredible.
They are
What do we
doing all
do?
this
What do we
without
do?
setting on the comp. Double controller,
Check
double
his
initiator.
shift, that's
They
not
are
normally.
dishing it. We're going to head to a quick break, folks. When we come back,
Maybe I'll switch to Phantom, I'm convinced,
running out of
bro.
chances
Listen,
to
I-
get back into this game. Let's see what they've got for us after this.
Bro, You are not, listen, you can take their sense, you can take their res, you will not shoot like them, bro. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you're gonna feel better about it, dude. Stop trying to copy their shit and be yourself, man. Become your everything, bro. I can't even exist.
Now, where they're looking to close out Split, not only steal away the map pick of MIBR, but win their own in dominant fashion, head on to the grand finals with that map pick ban advantage that we have seen every single time is
Listen to Les Seraphim. I don't know who that is.
Try and win.
Hold on, Big Pistol. Everyone focus.
Trophy.
Everyone focus intently.
Here's Bang. Man of the first half. There's just no denying it. A gate crash deployed there by Zekken to give a second option to take up in mid. And we'll be clearing slowly towards A. And this should be very telling for the attackers.
So Sentinels are going to try and take control towards A, make the noise there, draw the rotate, teleport, go into a B split. Shannon is trying to get forward presence. Is this going to be re-cleared by Sen?
They've made sound on the other side of that. There's the gate crash.
Wow. I mean,
how does he
That is so flat.
at this point, it's like,
okay.
What a tragedy.
The best player from
There's nothing you can do
MIBR
about
loses his
that.
nerve
They
at the
just whiff on
most
you.
important moment.
Oh, fuck.
There's Aspas though, steps up in his wake. Important pick with the Sheriff, but Sen are crawling over this B side.
Arton has his full kit right now to try and get back into this site.
Show me the POV, please, bro. Stop
Here's the
this.
aftershock. Second tries
Show
to
me
tuck from it, and he
Aspas.
can avoid the blasts. 30 seconds. Bang giving it a
he
tap.
dodged that.
30 seconds left.
Plant down and
What the
Zekken.
fuck was
Aspas
that?
sends a pot in there. Just lands on him, cleans him up, but all of a sudden MIBR are hitting.
Oh my god. Who the fuck was that? Was
He has
Aspas?
one kill.
But Aspas with 4
That was
kills is
the
just as
second and third
aesthetically
kill.
pleasing.
I mean, you
Holy
said
fuck.
the best
You make a
player for
frag montage
MIBR
out of
right
this,
now
the
goes
shots he's
down
hitting.
like that. Aspas said, Beth, time to finally
Holy
step up in this game.
That's all he
He has
needed. He
really
just needed the
been
one.
Zekken
not
hopped
been
on his
on
PC
point
after he
today
died.
until this round. That is brutal. These shots from Aspas, that first one in heaven, it swings back in, cleans things up.
Full screen flick shot on me is also his first third kill.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter how many kills he had before that?
No.
Context is everything, I
That's
guess.
the total.
That's hilarious.
Well, Aspas hit the top of the scoreboard pretty quickly, didn't he, Wyatt?
No, that's
See if this is
funny.
where MIBR can
That's
begin
funny.
to rally back. They have not had control at any point in this series on either map. They have been clawing to get any round win when it could come their way. Even the anti-ecos back on Lotus, they weren't clean either.
That lineup is such nasty work. Makes a lot of space for the attackers to move into that Viper orb. Seconds have an overload Cortezia, but he got his. Shannon drops down. No Zekken is tucked in the box, and Aspas will be able to clear him out. It's the Sen classic that goes to work with John QT.
Yeah.
Tarek, I don't even know how to explain how much you mean to me. Every little thing about you makes the world, my
Arton
world
wasn't
better.
able to recover a rifle, so a bit of economic damage
I don't
done
even
there by
know.
Sen that they'll be happy to take. And Aspas,
What's
he's
happening?
hitting
Why are you guys spamming this shit?
into the bonus with a glass cannon op.
Saw this on Lotus.
Feels weird. You guys
He
are
was
being
forced
nice.
into a retake and actually ended up dying with the weapon late in the round. So he wants to control an extremity.
and you wonder why the chat doesn't like to be positive. It's just it's surprising.
Going to be
I mean,
prepared for this in that will they be?
I mean, keep that same energy, no? Nah, it's alright. I like this. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. You can't see it, but I'm crying on the inside.
Expected to come up a couple of
and
times
I could cry.
It's
focus.
MIBR. It's actually been a bit of a pattern from Aspas in the past.
Sure.
On this map, though.
This early?
And honestly, on Split, taking it to mid.
Holy shit, he's on Pie Watch. He's on Pie Watch.
Essentially fully economically committed to this. It's only Bruno and Shenum that have a
He's still got
after
time.
this round.
There's only 3 and 11.
Initially, it looked like MIBR would try and play forward, but they give this space. They hear Sentinels coming as they make enough noise to wake the dead. They'll hope that MIBR
Oh my god, oh my god. Get out of the... Oh my god, move!
In,
Oh, he still gets the kill! He got pushed into the...
Down to
Oh.
1 HP.
Oh.
Shenum able... Wow, alright, the headshot.
Bombs down.
That's a bit of overkill, buddy.
Nice.
But he finds the
John.
trade nonetheless.
John wins out that fight as well without taking any damage. That is so big.
Retake ramp together.
On the glass cannon op. Has to find a way to put it
Sure,
to
this
use.
one's coming back up.
Already two, by the way, Shenum.
Bro,
What a standout today.
the spike is off to Shenum's left. This is very
Is he not gonna
dangerous now
watch
for
random?
Sentinels.
Oh, no.
No
He's gonna have
util
it.
to speak of.
30 seconds left.
None.
Shenum doesn't have to do a thing. He can let Ospas
player
this
standing.
angle.
Easy.
And by the way, they've got an op. You just discovered that.
Bro, this is
little
actually kind of scary game.
tragic fact.
Yep, the other
Yeah,
shoe
they have
dropped
an
at the
op
worst
now?
time for Sen.
Fuck.
John,
They got bonus.
left alone, saving the rifle, doesn't have
10 seconds
a
left.
single
Time to
dollar
stand up?
to his
Yeah, you might be
name
right,
at the
bro.
moment.
You might low-key be right. Ah, shit.
Yep, shuffling away in his little moccasins.
MIBR have
Oh,
fully committed
fuck.
economically to this round, and they pull it off.
Beautiful. Paid off well.
Who's that
Aspas
good boy?
actually had full armor, so wasn't
I'm
quite
saying
as
this 'cause I
risky as
want
we
to, not 'cause of you, bro.
expected. And very quickly, he's gotten back into the half in a big way. The game has now shrunk to a 1-round difference, and Senna coming into this one.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bro
man.
is a turret.
Don't chill, Bang.
I
You're
mean,
playing great, bro.
Bang can't be too
Don't
hard
let
on
one
himself.
little
He finds that
mistake.
first
It
kill
wasn't
on
even a
the
mistake.
move.
Don't let one little like mishap
I think Shenum killed
bring
at
you
least
down,
one through the
bro.
rifle
You're
ball.
fucking him, dog. You keep your head held high, man.
Tough though.
You
Tough
can do
round
anything
winning
you
for
put
Sen.
your
Looks
mind
like we might be
to.
looking
You hear
at an
me?
even ledger.
They are on an interesting buy right now. John and Zekin, not a lot of cash left. A
Come
lot
on,
of
Ben.
stingers, and Zekin has been throwing the hero rifle that John saved from that prior one.
Interesting as cast to speak for Rancid, folks, in case you were wondering.
Come on,
And
Zekin.
though, with
Don't
that
lie.
Big kill.
artfully
Huge kill. Reset?
dispatches
Oh, they have
off the
side.
breach and already
Yeah,
performing
you can
over
get
the
Euro
side
here,
signals to
too.
get in position. Verno trying to
Oh my
challenge
god,
when
stop it,
taking a
Renault.
clone out.
You fucking freak, stop
Dangerous.
it.
Wayward spray through the smoke.
I'm
but
scared
the
for
traces aren't
Zekin if he
there.
over peaks.
And now MIBR, they have found
Yeah, he has,
themselves
he has
again
to
in
play this perfect
Not
way.
again, but for the first time in this situation where Ospas
Oh
has
my
the
God.
op on a retake. This is going to be difficult. And man,
Oh,
disadvantage.
paranoia.
What a timing!
One more
He can't
shot.
onto Verno, but no one from MIBR was in position to swing.
Big damage, then I'm going to be
Oh
flashed.
no, I'm gonna overstay our visit a little bit.
And takes one for the
Yeah.
team. Zekin is down.
He kind of
That is
needed that
very,
first
very low.
kill.
Just
Yeah.
the Stinger quartet left for Sentinels now, and Narrator's trying to let those
Oh,
shots
fuck,
ring
oh,
out across
fuck.
the map.
Oh, and a low HP Bang was just forced out into the open. The
This is
clock
right
is
to
getting
win.
so low, though.
Fine.
MIBR, they haven't even really scaled into the site
Fine.
Cortesia down. Verno is very, very low. This is so dangerous.
Nice.
And Aspas tries to get in there.
Nice.
And narrates the
Fine.
last one
They
standing.
won. They did
For
it.
Sentinels.
Come
The
on!
answer is
They
yes.
thrifted them.
So much
That's what we do, bro.
delay was caused there. The fight's
Stand
over
up.
towards ramp that
Stinger
Zekin was
force
taking.
buy,
No one
or
could
half
actually
buy.
trade onto him. He was just delaying and drawing attention with the flashes. 4 stingers and that one saved rifle get them over the finish line. And now they put
We're doing
MIBR
it.
in a dire economic
He's standing
situation.
there.
Last player standing.
That was 2v4, by the way.
I mean,
Yeah.
what a moment over there at ramp. It's like a tsunami of fudge. Another good time. I don't know what I'm looking at. Aspas dives in. Zekin's is flashing.
Euro.
Got his one. Here's that dimensional drift.
Has invested into the operator yet again.
Yeah, the
Position over
operator.
towards A, where there are a lot of potential targets
They know
coming
side's
his
clear.
way. Zekin doesn't clear out screen.
But
He needs
Zaz
to
ran
run
out?
inside
If he
the
walked
backside.
out.
Don't know
Oh
the-
no! Rare
It's the
mistake!
opportunity.
No one
Zekin's
was
getting
there.
out to the A side, tucked here, waiting for delivery of the spike, which will be
Bang
forthcoming.
jumped out. Yeah.
Slot to screens. Sen have this locked down for now.
Damn.
Shenum is repositioned to ramp, wanting to make sure that no one can actually walk up there. Zekin lets one shot rattle off, doesn't connect. Artsin and John, awkward fight, nothing hitting.
No defensive initiator ultimates
Kind of a
available.
hard push by
MIBR
Loki.
have nothing really to flood with
4
outside
on the
of
bomb
Arzene's
site?
util.
Yeah.
They just get util dump. They can lose
Perilous
it.
for Shenum. Zelsus is just biding his
Oh my
time.
God, Zelsus, chill, bro.
Just
Live for me, bro. You're gonna pie. Don't pie. Oh shit, he avoided it. Holy fuck. He actually avoided
Gets
it.
away with more. He's done so much from
Overheat,
Sirius.
overheat.
Looking to reach even further. That likely will be
Wait, there's no
enough.
time.
That operator got recovered.
Yeah, they will.
Aspas invested
Go
in it,
pie.
and Zekin will be the one that profits.
Sentinels have been putting MIBR in a nightmare situation 2 rounds in a row now while they're trying to retake
I look
ramp.
taller and I'm on my tippy toes.
They've just
Guys.
layered that area of the map
You
with
guys keep thinking I'm trolling when I tell you I'm 6'3" IRL.
dangers, a minefield.
I'm
that
fucking tall,
MIBR
bro. I
have
was
to
born
work
this
getting
way. It's not
back
that
in
crazy,
there. Just
dude.
the existence
This is
of
genetics
that dark
diff, man.
cover is going to cause
I didn't
so
choose
much
my height, I was just
confusion,
given
and
it.
I love how Zelsus plays that. I mean, this is also just ridiculous. I don't think was Shenum. No, he was partially blinded in that moment.
Yeah,
I
he was.
believe.
He's
And then
paranoid.
He's trying to shoot him. I mean, Cortezia can only laugh it off.
Did he get paranoid by...
What was it?
No. Did he get hit by Cortezia? Is that why he was partially blinded?
Oh, Cortezia's flash hit Shenum? Is that what happened?
I think Cortezia hit both Shenum.
We would need another replay. It's
I think
possible.
he hit both of them.
It's possible.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
If that's true. All right. That is pretty devastating.
Oh.
Frod here, starting to wrinkle the brow in concern. First map wasn't the outing that MIBR were hoping for. A much better start here on Split has all but fizzled out. After a pistol round win conversion there from the Brazilian squad now, once again, Sentinels have been allowed back into the driver's seat. And they're hitting top gear.
They put serious cash at MIBR into getting this op into Aspas' hands on a number of rounds, and it just has not actually paid dividends. At this point, they can only afford a rifle when we get back into this. The op is off the table. And frankly, how things have been going, maybe that'll even be to their benefit.
Because up, I'm not answering
Skimply
that.
dressed
That's a
coming
weird
to the round
question,
as
bro.
well. 4 half armors.
Also, you should be ashamed of yourself for
Back
typing that.
at the beginning of this stage, I remember, I think it might have been literally the first map that MIBR played was Arzen putting up like 536 ACS on Split.
Wasn't he trolling with the judge a bunch that game?
He got a lot of kills with the judge. It was pretty absurd.
It's not been that kind of game.
Maybe he can make it one to get MIBR this map win. Take this.
Jeez. That scoreline is so uncharacteristic out of Cortezia. He was like the solo lurking B-side attack player.
He was just in horrific situations on attack. He could never find an opening towards B playing alone.
Bang is patient. King of the off angle, they say, but Cortezia best sit.
Just swings a little wider than Bang expected. He had his crosshair placed for the jiggle.
This is
peek,
unlucky, right?
and it just did not end up working out.
No
But Zelsus is here to avenge him.
MIBR and
Oh, shit, my bad.
Nope.
Someone's starting to get a bit more
No, I
comfortable
gotta
now.
stop. I gotta
Zelsus
stop.
just wants to go for a quiet re-clear.
Very quiet, yes.
No, stop.
Still picked off. Walks into the crosshair.
Are we doing this? They certainly thought about it. Shenum here, just enjoying his own brand for most of the round, I suspect.
Hard to win here.
Sentinels are inching, scaling into heaven.
30 seconds
Looks like
left.
Werner's pulled himself back from mid-A side there. Aspas will see a player crossing if the timing's correct, but you'd have to hold that position.
Time to jump. Seconds going to send in that gate crash backside. Try to get the clone out, try to get a flash. He's going to go in, committed while stunned.
Oh, the double
Wow.
flash is good. Aspas gets away. Werner not quite so lucky.
Wow.
Shooting in hand, but Jordan can handle it
Time?
himself
Yeah,
apparently. Just enough time for a plant.
Yeah,
Narrate
he's
going to sit on an
fine.
aftershock here as well, which will delay a flood that comes in. But
But
Zekin
do
will be
they know he's
instrumental.
fun? I don't
He's
think they
trying to
know.
wrap-
I think he's got insane. He
Narrate
has
on his own
insane
for the
timing.
time being. And
Wow.
oh, the timing is good.
Wow.
Shenum is down.
Oh my
Narrate
God.
holds his own. And Hasselkar.
Oh my
Not
god.
even the ace up the sleeve.
That was a
A
3v5.
beautiful double swing at the end. That was a 5
Holy
versus 3
God,
for
man.
MIBR.
What
Cortezia
can't we
locked
do?
down B main,
What
got
can we
2
not
kills
do?
to open the round.
Seconds left.
And
That was
then
a
look at the
crazy
way
flash
that
from
Sen
him.
dragged
Dude,
things
yeah.
back
He also CP'd and
with a
stunned.
fantastic.
Yeah.
What is that pathing? The timing from Zekin. The trust in Narrate to hold that side and not go over-aggressive.
It was a fantastic array of utility that they threw into A, just getting that gate crash
Fucking
backside.
hell,
Second
man.
sending out the
What
clone
a fucking
into the
Chad,
flash,
bro.
teleports in.
Wecken in the fucking chat,
Second
dude.
flash
What
to
a Chad,
follow it up.
man. Seriously, bro.
And now Sen are getting some ultimates online. Cortesia, great round the last one. Scales into B main, gets a second kill on Zelsis. This time, though, he will have his hands full.
I saw him.
Cover going out. Dog cover to try to delay. Cortesia is in so much trouble, has to teleport away once. He wants to stick around.
Second guy in the back
Holy
corner. Cortesia knows
fucking
it, but now the rolling
Yuto.
thunder's gonna come in. He's gonna be forced
layers.
away.
Oh my.
Second once more.
Oh
He's
my.
hungry. But
Wow.
Cortesia
So you
served
just
up
can't
like
do
a snack.
anything.
John will wait in the drop. Sees how does he step out into the easy take for the veteran.
Wait.
Will be a trade. Verno gets involved, but second at long range is just too good, and this lightly armored.
Wait, you see the smoke right through, by the way? Is it intentional or is there like a gap on the left so they try to run through it and die easily? They threw it far right, yeah. And like they made the gap for the defenders. And like maybe they want them to run through it?
They're
Or they
making
missed it?
MIBR look like MIBR last year.
I saw the angle where he was, like, by Go CT. You see where he is right there? By Hell? It's kind of hard to smoke from there.
Oh, you're talking about Ben, right? Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Unbelievable,
Zach,
man.
bro, you're so good, bro. I already know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean...
He said, I already know, don't talk to me. I'm in the zone right now. He said, don't fucking look at me. Wait, what? That was fucking...
Yeah, well, plenty of people in agreement, I'm sure.
That is, wow.
MIBR again, they've been
Fuck. He
forcing
said
and
I already
forcing.
know. Oh my
Another half
God.
arm around with a smattering
He
of
said,
rifles,
I
a judge
already
from
know.
Cortesia.
His teammate gave
Feels
him
like
a...
the jury's about made their verdicts.
He said, I'm 3 steps ahead right now. He knows.
Oh, we have that too.
I
Dimensional
wish for
drift
that
is
confidence.
one away
Wow,
for
we have the
second.
same confidence, bro. I know as well.
Aspas
Oh my
has to
God.
dash forward
What the
on that
fuck is
fault line,
Aspas
still
doing? What's
affected
happening
by
out
it
there?
somehow, but the follow-up wasn't quite there, so he will be allowed a way out.
Yeah, just has to cloudburst to try and get away, but now that the stealth drone has cleared everything out, he can comfortably position himself forward. MIBR have been able to maintain getting a
He looked
lot
back.
of full buys.
Wait,
And they've
Cortez
had
has
some
come down
close
to his
rounds, but
final
they just have
resort.
not been
He
able
got the
to
B
get
main
them over the
judge.
finish line, even when they found these early advantages. Can
They should
Aspas
have
get
a
them
sayer.
another one?
Yeah,
He is
just trying
fighting
to
far
rotate.
forward. He doesn't have a dash.
Oh!
Okay, gets out, sees everything he needs to as well. Multiple Sen players rapidly encroaching on these positions.
No!
Oh, okay. Great
Oh.
punish with the orb take there.
That's
Zek was
big.
That's unlucky.
That might be like...
He got his
I don't
dimensional
know.
drift.
It runs
not
way
the way
harder
we'd
now.
like
That was
to.
a Euro ult.
Yeah, they definitely, they were trying to use the
Just
Euro
slowing
there.
down Center, trying to get some presence over towards heaven. The time is really
Holy
dwindling.
fucking
Aspas is backside, so
Yuto.
they get Shenum. Instant
Wow.
trade from Verno. Things are looking good for MIBR right now. Great Armageddon time.
This is going to make you dance, that's for sure. Armageddon in
Oh my
heaven
God.
now forces narrate into
Oh
drop
my God,
seas.
go B.
Cortesia
You
coming,
have
there's
time or
no
nah?
time
Nah.
to
Yeah,
give it
no
across
time,
to
no
another
save.
site. We're essentially looking at a save now.
What the fuck?
Wait.
Narrate with a kill on the way out. Hang about. Thought about it for
Imagine.
just a moment, but
He's
Verno
outside.
kills the
You won't
Celsius.
peek him, Narrate? You won't peek him?
And that'll be all she wrote on
What's
round
up?
number 20, folks.
Move his
There's
fucking
still
banner!
points to take it all.
Oh my
Damn.
God, they just popped off. Wait, is
The
that good for us?
MIBR
How's their
economy.
money? Their money's dog shit.
Aspas able to clear
Their money
things
is legit
up.
dog
Verno
shit.
really was a standout in that
Yeah.
round, though. Controlling
That guy has
the
no
map
armor.
from
Those are
heaven.
very good
Had a
kills.
great timing
Yeah.
with the Armageddon. MIBR worked themselves into some really good positions over on this A site. After Aspas took
Nah,
that initial
14 seconds?
engagement,
Could he have
gets
made it,
the
chat?
backside. They had
14
presence
seconds
at
from
elbow.
rope. Can he plant?
They had Shenum up in heaven,
Spray
talked to
Quaza.
Verno, playing
Spray
on
Quaza
the rafters.
mentioned.
They were really just controlling the map in entirety. That was nicely done. 4 chances for Sentinels to close out this game and get into the grand finals with that map advantage.
And we're drifted. Seconds off and running. Flash now to confuse, disorient Verno. He's forced off that Raptors position and we convert. We're now on the A side. TP in there from Bang Sen. Have it on lock.
They're making the goat uncomfortable.
How does MIBR unravel this now? Piece by piece
Uh-oh.
first. It's a fault
Uh-oh.
line.
Good
John
utility.
just able to get out of the salvos. It's only a lick of damage.
They're
good
4
delay.
inside again.
Just a bit. 1 kill for Artseam to get the Rolling Thunder, by the way, to get into the site. If he can find one of these players maybe that's back screens, a bit out in the
Good
open.
counter
John
stun.
sends out the stun to delay. Aspas
Yeah.
has to retreat.
Great special delivery. That stops
They
Aspas
especially
from trying to
drive
play
run through
off that
now.
out of screens.
Uh-oh.
Here's Artseam.
I don't
It
like
doesn't
when we
matter.
have
These
4
guys
in
are
this side.
shooters.
I feel like
Yeah,
whenever we have
they
4
find
side,
his
it's
way.
fucked.
Talk about a
Yeah.
bounce back. MIBR. Sharp as
Should have,
tacks.
like,
These past
2
2 rounds look like a
site, and
different
maybe,
team.
like,
They
one, like,
are
Hell or, like,
rock
Valor.
solid when it's coming
Yeah, I
down
feel
to
like
these
Jutsu
retake
always has
situations
Trent
now
like
on A.
in main with
Now it
another
looks
guy.
like they're in their element. Getting out that initial wave of utility from Sentinels. and then flooding back in here. Shenum gets that first kill onto Narrate, and the awareness. I like now that on A, you can see that they're just ignoring ramp. On those other rounds, they spent way too much time trying to actually get the kill on the player there, force them back, and it just ended up wasting their own time. But there, Shenum says, okay, have fun standing over there, Zelsis. I don't care. We're fighting towards the site together. We're going to deal with you later, and they do. They've adjusted their approach there, and it's worked out well. It's just a matter of, is this too little too late?
Hubert, holy fuck.
Still 3 chances for Sen.
I guess
They've
he's not
got
scared of
enough money
heights.
to buy when we get into this next round too.
But we talked about Artazine. He needed 1 more kill for the Rolling Thunder. Obviously now he has that. Blade Storm at the ready for Aspas. MIBR though, of course, they will be forcing until they can try and secure some kind of overtime. And that was Zekken and Bang both making use of those ultimates to sort of get into that A site to circumvent the early trades that they normally have to take to get them there. But now, we're starting to roll into the Initiator ultimates. John and Narrate, now close to some of those big abilities, and it's tough to lose around if you can have both of those at your fingertips. MIBR have to be extra
This will be hard to win.
Vigilant.
Yeah, for Sentinels. They don't really have much to work with.
Leaves them with
Yeah.
no
One off
heavy
Teo,
armor.
2 off Breach.
Listen, it can't matter when you're going up against a lot of abilities that do
The main fight.
a lot of damage. We'll have to see if that does end up playing out in any considerable way, but I'm mostly looking at Artzin with this Rolling Thunder and how they're going to opt to use that in this round.
Blade Storm pulled straight away from Aspas. No nonsense. He was looking for an early ramp fight here. This time, Sentinels
Yeah, he fucking
absolutely elsewhere.
avoided it perfectly.
A slower default start to their attack round.
Over in mid, you just have Shenum on the defense, jiggling for information.
No, they're pushing
Osmos
Zelsis.
has been trying to control
Yeah, I
Angel,
just saw the
thrown
same
in
thing,
for a
man.
multitude of rounds now, and is pushing so far forward. Wants to take the fight to Zelsis.
Oh my God, they're
Supposed to
gunning
be
him
slow.
down.
There's no way he chases
Oh my
Angel
God, they show no
into
respect.
the molly. No, but
Oh my
that will
God.
result in a ton of control.
Oh my
being
God, he
gained
almost
for
ran him
MIBR,
down.
And Ospas leaving himself inserted.
He has to. All right, Zelsis could just lurk out and be a nuisance today and make use of that Viper Wall. Aspas plays in this position. And eventually, you know, Zelsis will
Oh
try
my
and
God,
reassume
oh my
the
God,
spot.
oh my God.
Does he know? Does he suspect that the human tornado is waiting with a gift just for him?
Oh my God.
Just as Ospas is backing up is when Zelsis actually...
They're gonna
makes his
fake
way
A
out
or
of
fake
sight.
B?
Regardless of that, they look at Sen on the map. They're headed towards B. That's where they want to execute. Zekken is pushed into vents, but has a gate crouch to get back to them.
Another timing moment, though, is
seconds left.
Zekken's in between them in heaven.
Don's got the orb
No.
to get his Armageddon, but Ospas shuts down the duelists
Need
of
that
Sentinels.
kill.
Zelsis is so important.
There
Yes,
are
he will.
20 seconds left, and they're just getting up mid
Oh.
right now.
Oh.
Spike is still in the middle part of the map. The
One
kills
more.
coming in,
Rockets,
though. But now to
though.
pivot towards
Oh, they're going B, they're
The
going B.
strongest side here for MIBR, and Cortez
That's
is
a big
going
big
Thunder
shot.
is going to stop them from Artzin.
Narrate hit by it, Bang trying to drop down, Spike is trying to get there.
Oh, that blue shot was good. That blue shot was good.
Everything falls apart for Sentinels. Bizarre round.
I think they should have their breach
Indeed,
now.
that
for
mid control
Sentinel.
doesn't convert to
They
anything
should have
for
got
the
their breach
attackers.
ult.
It seems like they could never
Yeah,
get
they
their
should have
plans
it now, I
online
think.
because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
they should.
controlling so
I think
much
it
of
was
the
too
map
off.
towards A, and then
I don't know if he got a
you
kill.
had Zekken trying to get through the vent, but Ospas' acute awareness was ready for him to swing. And then by the time Sen decided what to do, they picked the site where the Rolling Thunder was waiting for them with 12 seconds left to get there. It
Reset
was
it?
Yeah, they're one
at
off of
that
it.
point.
I don't want to
We've
waste it
got
on
a
Eco,
stinger
though.
by and 2 rounds to close out this game, or we're going
I'll
to
wait for
OT.
next round.
In the hour of need, it's Aspas standing up here for MIBR. The second half from him has been spectacular.
Wow.
Oh my God. All of
That's
a sudden,
so lucky.
MIBR have decided to
Yeah,
win.
what is that?
Verno here now, off the back of that kill. Opens up ramp entirely and send them, well, no closer to their win condition than at the start of the round. They're going to slink away to the B side of the map. This will allow MIBR, though, get in, confirm, get info about that A side and redistribute themselves across the map as
Play the
well.
line, Pago. We got a game on our hands.
At this point, MIBR, they're going to be more than happy to just play for retake, better weapons, more util, more numbers. The only potential danger is if Narrate gets, you know, when he gets a spike down, he'll have the Rolling Thunder. Like, if things do get really scrappy, he could rip
I
that.
think this
and
is
maybe
another
Sen
example of like
could win this on an eco round.
MIBR giving them
In
too
that
much
sense,
space
a little
here.
risky that MIBR gives up the site, but they're worried about a fast hit from the
5v4.
Stingers just
I guess that's the good
cutting
thing
their
for them,
numbers
right?
down.
But yeah.
So they might allow for a
What
plant.
do they got? They don't have any ults.
Now, the Rolling Thunder
We're
about
pushing
to have
spawn.
it online. What do the post-plant spots look like for the attackers here?
With the breach ult, he's
Ball
gonna
is
go
now
main
in
and use it.
MIBR's court.
They're gonna try to bait it out, surely, right?
Narrate's gonna feel like, well, do I really want to use this now, or do I want to just make sure I have this for the buy
Spawn.
round? I like this forward presence from Sen, taking space into spawn.
Great stall.
Result.
So they've got some safety in CT, but here's
Result.
about to get hot and heavy. Aspas, trade taken by John. Swings out the stinger, getting low.
I don't think they.
Box, but it's
I think he's
coming
saving
back,
it
coming
for
alive.
full pose.
Just he and Narrator left. There might be a use case for the Rolling Thunder
Result.
after all as Artazine drops. Numbers are even. Burno got it to half, and Narrator's lining it up. He's got to stop this.
Result.
The defuse for Burno.
No,
it's
no.
happening.
Oh my god!
I don't think he wants to use it this
Long
round.
range, somehow the stinger is getting
I think he's
so
saving it for next
much
round, but
damage
fuck.
off. Good crossfires
Yeah,
from
it's
Sen.
close. It's hard.
And it literally just
It
comes
was
down
hard.
to
He
the
had a
fact that
stinger as well.
MIBR
Like,
had
even if he stunned them, he would have probably
player
still
going
died.
into that. They trade down
Yeah.
perfectly and get the spike diffused.
That's why it seems so
Oh
risky.
my god, my
to sort
heart
of
was beating out of my
He's
chest.
saving it
there,
for the
man.
full gun
give up
round,
the
I
side.
guess. Like 12-11.
Like against a team that can
But I
get a
don't know.
Rolling Thunder online, can get
thought he would
entrenched
use
anchor
it.
with those stingers. It feels so scary to retake against that.
One more, let's go.
Sit down.
Narrate never used a
Yeah, sit
Rolling
down,
Thunder.
sit
That's
back
still online. Burno with an Armageddon to play with.
It was able to get that Armageddon ready by finding the kill.
I feel like the last
spike defuse as well.
like 2, 3, 4 rounds, that can just got like random by
It's really
something.
only
He didn't
going
get a
to be
chance
the
to play
two
Where'd he
these.
die
players
there?
though. Far-fetched that
Um,
anyone else would be able to get enough kills.
that was
for
the ramp
Sen
round
to
where he
have
got
one.
walled, killed through the Viper wall.
And Sen
on the
close
stinger
out
buy.
this game and get to the grand final.
Top ramp. He got one boat.
From,
MIBR
you mean
bring us to OT,
when Aspas killed
winning
him? No,
a
different
string
round.
of rounds in a row.
No, last round, last round.
Last round he got killed top
Nowhere
ramp.
Shadow
Oh, wait.
in
Yeah.
danger, jiggling for information. He's
Oh, you're right.
certainly
Burno
got it.
abandoned him. That's
MIBR
right.
giving
That's
up
right.
the map. They are
Yeah,
in full retake mode. That's the mentality by the sounds.
But they are taking control of B main. I do like that decision from the two players here that they have anchoring. So if a split does come in from Sen on that side of the map, they'd be able to control that crucial area.
They're selling a
Won't be the
fake.
case, though.
They get active at B at least. Keep 3 players interested for now. Toss a couple chunks of catnip out there and hope for the best.
I'm scared of the
Aspas is
operator
committed
here.
in the site right now.
Yep.
Can
Final
he
boss.
find a
That's
kill?
what they're like
He
hesitating.
just needs to, at very least, he's got to go 1-for-1 here.
He's walking up on this. Shorty pulled out. Only Aspas would go for this kind of play. And
Oh
only
my
he'd make it
God.
work. It's only good
Wow.
for one though.
Trade.
Zelsa's very quickly gets his. Shenum here might just take a timing out of
You gonna
screens.
take the timing?
You better believe he's considering it.
Wow, he
There
missed
it is.
his
He's
window.
waiting for him.
Nice
Ooh.
shot.
Now Sen,
Forward
in
to-
the dying moments of
I
the
mean, Bang
round,
just
have
wins
a
this
big player
round
advantage. It's up to
automatically.
Artazine and Cortesia to salvage.
And even at that, Bang is flanked behind them.
He'll have a timing. Bang, it's
The
always
reset
him.
worked.
And Cortesia tried to
That
come
got
alive in the
overcast.
second half for this MIBR
Wow.
squad, but now you're asking all too much of the guy, surely. Zekin
Wow.
dealt with. And the
That
period
got hella
put on the
close.
sentence.
They
Sentinels
started off
will
super
advance to
strong.
our grand
They had
finals
like a
with
couple of
map
knocking rounds and then
advantage.
like some
Get
ult
themselves
rounds.
set up
Both
for another
maps they
crack at
started off so
international
strong.
glory.
Yeah.
This Sentinels that
Damn.
we're seeing on this playoff run has
They're
been
playing
the
good as
best
fuck,
Sen
man.
that we have seen
They're
in
playing good as
2025
fuck.
so far. From the win over G2 to
I mean,
a
MIBR
really
played pretty
dominant
good
showing
still.
against MIBR, who are one
Yeah,
of
I
the
feel
best
like
teams in
we-
Americas, have been consistently
Like,
one of the best
momentum was
teams
like
in
so strong to
Americas.
start off both maps.
Clearly looking at
Like, we
cut
carried
above
it
them
through.
today
I don't know.
is
Yeah.
nothing
They brought it
short
back a little
of
bit this map,
impressive.
but-
Zekin was on fire. Both maps, 20+ kills. Bang on defense for Split was really incredible. John's util, I mean, there's a lot
That was
to
a good
talk
game.
about as far as
Yeah.
the quality we saw from Sen today. MIBR, they started to really step it up towards the end, but it just wasn't enough.
Locked in
It
grand
was
finals.
Too little, too late.
Locked in grand finals.
I mean, we've been waiting for this matchup for all of this stage.
Leave the bathroom,
Wanted to
remember?
see what these two teams would look like. It's a bizarre scenario that G2's in the lower bracket, but now, well, MIBR might
Damn,
be
damn,
having to deal with that fact themselves.
damn.
It's got to be a sigh of relief for
Locked
Sentinels.
in
They secured
grand
themselves that spot in the grand
finals, huh?
finals. Map advantage in best of 5
That's
Valorant
actually
means
insane, bro.
everything. Being able to target your opponent's map pool, try and tear it apart. It's a big boon, it's a big boost. They know Masters is already on the cards for them. But we know, historically, getting that top seed out of your region is such a massive advantage. Bang, incredible anchoring over the course of the series. I've got to say, stunning
Yeah.
stuff on this B side, backed up by the double initiator util that stuffed every fast hit that came out from MIBR. This one especially. Aspas could get nothing going on the first half.
That's certainly one of my biggest takeaways.
EG versus G2, who I got?
Duo of John and Neri
I mean, you would be crazy not to have G2 winning that.
on point in regard to
But
providing
playoffs have been
supportive
insane,
utility
so you never know.
that guys like Zekin could capitalize off of, and on defense, Bang could capitalize off of by being the ones swinging into the players who have to dodge that.
Live evil? I mean, we're 100%
wave
living
of
evil
stuns,
today. We're hate watching for
damaging
sure.
abilities coming
There's no
at
doubt in
them.
my mind about that.
The
But like,
strategic play
let's
in
be
that
real,
sense was
right?
just so lights out. This is really the best end we've been seeing all year.
Demon
Again,
1,
on
he
the
said
MIBR
G2
side,
2-0.
Shenum probably the standout player over the whole series.
Yeah,
Aspas
definitely.
was muted, basically absent in that first map. Lotus was